you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew
it. Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
What the hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
But you're whimpering. Suit yourself.
Go home!
And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. What is happening to me?
Oh, God.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous. Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
You're losing a kid. And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
It's a big okay. What's up, Anthony?
This season, you've got
It's a
places
big
to go,
okay.
people to see, and things to do.
What's up? We going ready or not too? Tom Cruise. Yeah, I heard about that. Tom Cruise will play the villain in Miami Vice. I feel like, my God, some people like Grace Randolph are so fucking stupid. They're like, oh my God, we've never seen like anything like these moves in any Spider-Man movie. Oh, what do you call Amazing Spider-Man 2, you dumbass? Because Andrew Garfield did that same exact fucking dive with the spider thing in Amazing Spider-Man 2. So stop acting like it's literally brand new day, like you never seen anything. Motherfucker, the video games and Andrew Garfield was doing those kind of moves before Tom Holland. It's like visually it's kind of dull. I'm surprised because even though I thought Shang-Chi was shit, it was better visually, but I don't know, maybe it's because a lot of shit is getting played out. I just felt it was okay. It wasn't like, oh, these people glazing, oh my God. No, I seen better moves and shit like that in Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield. So it's not like, oh my God, nothing I've ever seen before. These motherfuckers act like they were born yesterday or something. Oh my God. Shut up. Andrew Garfield did it. So I think it's just okay. It's not the trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day hasn't sold me on anything. It's just like whatever. It looks better than the typical Tom Holland shit fest, but then it's like I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it looks better than No Way Home, but it looks slightly better. Nothing to glaze. Oh, let me see. Let me see. I don't know if Bradley's up. But it's like it's all right. It's like it's okay. He still has that same goofy ass beta Tom Holland thing. It's even kind of more corny because he's older now. He's supposed to be college age, and he's still acting like, oh, MJ. Yeah, but I don't know what to think. I'm still like, what you call the verdict is still like out on this because it's like it was okay. It wasn't nothing like these morons. It's like these motherfuckers must have been born yesterday. They act like this is the most amazing thing they've ever. Oh, they glaze every shit. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. Project Hail Mary is Project Hail dog shit. If Angry Badger or Robert Meyer Bishnett like something, you know it's trash. Robert Meyer Burnett, Bishnett, and Angry Badger, they like Pattison dog shit, which is a fucking complete stupid bastardization of Batman. But a fag boy like Angry Bitch Badger wants to suck Pattison's dick, so I think he has a crush on him. Overlooking that he's a shit miscast Batman, a shit miscast Bruce Wayne. Matt Reeves is a shit miscast director. Oh, and by the way, I just got to say this. Project Hail Mary was tedious, and funnily enough, same cinematographer as Pattison Bitch Beta Man. But no, the three movies, if you want three movies for complete sedative dog shit, Robert Pattison the Batman. Wait, actually four. Robert Pattison Batman, dog shit bastardization. Interstellar, snooze fest. Mickey shit and teen, 7 shit and teen, another dope snooze fest, and Project Hail Mary, complete, utter, incomprehensible dog shit, 100% all the way. My gosh, it's funny. I was watching Eric Weber's review, and I was like, my God, he just saying everything I thought watching this dog shit. But the only thing, I'm glad I didn't pay for this dog shit. This is like, my gosh. Ryan Gosling, get a new fucking agent, man. Get a new agent. My gosh. The only 2 movies I think I ever liked, 3 movies I ever liked Ryan Gosling in was Nice Guys, Fall Guy, and Barbie. I think Barbie. The rest, his movies are like whatever to me. I don't understand. But yeah, I'm gonna play this, but I want to say there's one like, my God, this is a brutal punishing like 2 hours and fucking 30 something minutes, and I think the Rocky alien doesn't show up to like the 51 minutes in, and it was like it's complete utter garbage. It's tedious as Interstellar, tedious as the Batman. Oh my God, tedious as any pretentious Nolan dog shit, horrendous thing. But I'm gonna play this because basically everything he's saying. Oh, and there's one reference in this movie to Superman. There's a Superman, I think 1 or 2, because there's a scene where he's talking to Rocky and he has some kind of, I don't even know what to call it, some kind of cover thing in space, and he's acting like whatever the cover thing he's holding is like the Phantom Zone in the Fortress of Solitude, and he's like telling Rocky, you remember Superman when all the bad guys got stuck in the Phantom Zone and they were like, ah. So there's a freaking Superman reference, but this is the first Lord and Miller movie that I thought was complete dog shit. Cause I liked both 21 Jump Street movies. I liked the Lego movie. What the fuck? Shit. What else? The Spider-Verse. I don't think the Spider-Verse are the best movies ever made, but I think they're okay. They're okay. They're decent. This was the first Lord and Miller movie that. What's up, Ray? This is the first. What's up, Ray? This is the first Lord and Miller movie that I thought was complete tedious dog shit. Matt Reeves and Chris Nolan might as well have double directed this garbage. This shit was trash. And anyone, Robert Meyer Burnett, fuck you. Angry Badger, you're retarded. If you're glazing this shit, Angry Badger is fucking retarded. He said, absolute cinema. Absolute dog shit cinema. This shit was trash. My God. I was trying to keep myself awake watching this shit. I was walking away. I was walking away from the laptop, and I had 100% crystal clear copy, and this shit was tedious dog shit. This shit was trash. This is like, my goodness, man. This movie would never. This movie's gonna flop. If y'all some retarded motherfuckers, this movie does not hold up to repeat views. I would never watch this dog shit again. Watching this shit more than once is trying to torture yourself. This shit, my God, this is garbage. This is fucking garbage. Oh, I'm sorry. Ryan Gosling couldn't even save this fucking movie. It was like it was trying to be Mac and Me meets E.T. directed by Christopher Nolan or Hack Reed. This shit was trash. Like I said, you are a fucking shit. Angry Badger, you dumb Pattison dick-sucking loser. You are a fucking shiv. You say this piece of dog shit basura is a masterpiece. This masterpiece of shit. Just like Matt Reeves' Batman, a masterpiece of shit. Robert Meyer Burnett, you're retarded. And it's hilarious. Ray, did you see? Oh my God, Robert Meyer Burnett is getting fucking trashed. He dropped some kind of live at 2 o'clock in the morning last night where he had Bryan Singer on a fucking YouTube and people like, fuck you. And he's talking about Robert Meyer Burnett. I guess Bryan Singer made some underground movie without Hollywood's permission that had John Voight in it called Monument or something like that. And people were trashing him like, why are you having this pedo Bryan Singer interviewing it? He was sucking the dick of that movie. And it was what the fuck? Bryan Singer, John Voight is in the movie, and the little boy from the first Jurassic Park, Timmy or whatever, they were all in this new movie directed. And Robert Meyer Burnett was on the live yesterday saying, I'm a devout Jew and I'm an extreme Zionist. What the fuck? Why are you saying? Who cares? He's talking about what a proud Jew he is, and I'm an extreme Zionist and all that. What the fuck? And people were like commenting on his Instagram trash, like, "Oh, Bryan Singer, we know where you stand, Robert Meyer Burnett." He was sucking Superman Returns dick, and he said that the new movie that Bryan Singer made, it moved him so much he was crying like a baby. Like, shut up, you bitch! My God, these are the type of movies that make angry bitch face Pattison dick sucker Badger and Robert Meyer Burnett cry and scream absolute cinema, absolute trash. The movie was 2 hours and 31 minutes of fucking tedious fucking boredom. The movie starts with Ryan Gosling with long hair and a beard, and he's in a spaceship, and it's like the movie's all over the place, incomprehensible dog shit. But I'll play this because Eric Weber, he basically said every single fucking thing I thought about this movie is trash.
It doesn't work for me here tonight. Okay, here is the out-of-theater reaction you can see here from X/Twitter. This is a bad match of directors to source material. More on that in a minute. Because you got Lord and Miller slathering on gobs and gobs of comedy, which undercuts the drama.
I didn't see the
in
comedy.
This planetary survival tale, right? We're trying to save the world, but yet we're doing all this slapstick, goofy stuff.
It was boring.
Gosling doing what he always does, right? That awkward goofball act that we saw as Ken dialed up, but in almost every film, he's a version of Gosling, right? And here, he's allowed free reign to do things that are even extra on Gosling. And it gets back to Lord Miller. And listen, here's the takeaway, and I'm going to dial in after we watch about 30 seconds here. Lord and Miller allowed way too much creative freedom on the set. And let me tell you why that matters and why I'm going to pull that into a big picture discussion here tonight on Project Hail Mary. You guys remember Solo? Remember when they got booted off of Solo? I know why after watching this film. I also do not like Daniel Pemberton's score. I think it's uneven, but it goes with the film, right? You got the comedy, you got the drama. It just, again, the tonal clash. I really dislike the structure of this film. Intensely dislike the structure. Okay, that's going to take some time to break down. And if you're going to watch a film about saving the world that's much better than this, it is Interstellar. It is Sunshine. There's quite a few that I recommend ahead of Project Hail Mary, which ultimately is not going to get a recommendation from here tonight. And that's not something that I'm happy about, guys. You know, people are like, well, you're always hating on things. Listen, I want to love these films. It's not happening here tonight. I don't know what to tell you. Here's 30 seconds, and then we get into all of the issues with Project Hail Mary. Thanks for being here. MMTE starts now.
I hereby grant you top secret clearance to Project Hail Mary.
What's Project Hail Mary? Project Hail Garbage.
The sun is dying. If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct. This mission is what you Americans would call a long shot.
Hail Mary. I get it now.
Yeah.
Project Hail Mary.
All right, here we go.
What the
This
fuck?
is the live MMTE as we break this film down, and I led with this in my tweet reaction. This is not an ideal match of director or directors in this case to source material. Now, if this is a strict adaptation of the very popular novel, I can't say for sure because I never read the book, but here's what I'm going to tell you. Is that Lord and Miller excel at comedy. Obviously, we have only said that they are the two best comedy writers in Hollywood now, or I would argue maybe all time they're in the mix. You look at what they did with 21 Jump Street, you look at Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, you look at Lego Movie. These guys know how to make IP really strong in adaptations, but here it's just not the right director to source material and story, because again, this is a story about saving the universe, saving the planet, multiple planets. So
And
you
it's
need to
tedious
not
garbage.
have so much Lord and Miller stuff going on. They're not credited as writers here, but you can't tell me that they didn't imprint so much of their stuff into this
I'm
film.
surprised.
Don't
'cause
even come here and tell me that, because if you sat through this film
The other
and
stuff
you've
is
seen
usually
their
better
other
than this
work,
garbage.
you know that it's throughout, okay, where they took over and they pushed in their vision of how they like to operate. And let me say, I'm going to hit a pause here on this because this is very important and how I understand big picture stories. And this is the difference between MMT and virtually anyone else in the space. Let me remind you of Lord and Miller and when they were fired
From
by
Solo.
Lucasfilm for their work on Solo. They were the initial directors of Solo. And do you remember why they were fired? Okay. Let me read from the THR report here. Sources say that the style and vision of Lord and Miller clashed with that of the screenwriter who wrote Solo, and they had comedic sensibility, improv style, and they just allowed a lot of creative freedom on the set. And you see that exact imprint here on Project Hail Mary. So now tonight, something I never thought I'd say, I understand why Lord and Miller were booted off of Solo. Now, Solo's not a great film. I almost want to see their version. But
See,
Solo,
but the thing is, I feel like this movie was like two clashing separate movies. Like a shitty, boring Christopher Nolan, Matt Reeves movie trying to have comedy inserted into it, but both versions were garbage. It was not funny. It was dull. It was boring. It was tedious. You mix Interstellar with with the even more boringness of Pattison Batman and a typical shitty Nolan movie, pretentious dog shit, and you get this crappy movie. It was horrendous. It's a punishing time. It's like 2 hours and 30 minutes, Ray, of tedious garbage, tedious, sleep-inducing, sedative garbage.
Solo
Like Pattison
can,
Batman.
I guess, exist more in that world versus this, which again is about saving the universe and a very real planet Earth. So you see how this all fits together. Thank you. I want to sub. This is why we are the gold fucking standard. And listen, Lord watches the stream. He's seen it before. Maybe they're watching tonight. Here's the deal. I don't want to say these things. Do you understand that I do not
What's up,
relish coming in here and having to say the things I have to say about these films? But in order to be the gold standard, you have to be able to say the things that are uncomfortable, that may not sit well with others, that may piss someone off. Because in the critical space, you cannot have friends. You need to have the number one thing that overshadows everything is making the best film possible. And if I were coming out of a test screening of this film,
Garbage.
I would say, my God, we've got so much work to do. Let's get back to other things that are problematic here about this film. It's very poorly structured. Now, I understand it
It's
might
all
go
over the
off the
fucking
book,
place.
but I want a linear
It's
story.
trash.
It's going to work better here.
Man of Steel
I
did a
do
better
not
nonlinear
like
structure
the
than this
nonlinear
garbage.
bouncing around. We're way in the future. Now we're going back to the past. It can work. It does not work here. It undercuts even the drama that even exists at all in this film because it doesn't, on the best things. You go back to, and I know Goddard wrote this, right? Who's responsible for Lost, Cabin in the Woods. Lost is exceptional at bouncing around in time,
This is all
but it
choppy
has the
crap,
luxury
boring.
of how
But,
many episodes
some
to do
people at
that.
least
Here,
chop
you've got a
scenes up and it's
2.5 hour
fast.
movie,
This
which is
chop scene
too
up-
long.
How
Okay,
you chop scenes up and it's still
because
tediously fucking
of
slow?
the constraints
It's
when
still
you're
tediously
doing all of
fucking
this
slow and
linear
dull.
time bouncing around, it just doesn't mesh with the film the way that it really should. And I knew it from the beginning. When I sat down to watch Project Hail Mary, I was like, why are we starting here with him waking up on the ship on
He had
its
a
way
beard.
to save the sun from extinction? Right? Weird. And then I said, okay, it's a different choice, but let's see. It doesn't work. Trust me, it does not work. This film is, I'm telling you, wow, this film has so many fucking issues. It's not even like an on the border kind of thing. This is a film that is not great. Not great at all.
Trash.
Gosling doing Gosling. I'm up and
It's
down on
trash.
that. I like Ryan, but I mean, here he's got his glasses that
He
he's
couldn't
always
save this
goofing around
trash.
with. That whole thing is gimmicky. And then back to Lord Miller, allowing them to riff. There's so much improv going on here. You can tell there's a scene where he grabs a piece of glass, like, look, I'm Zod and I'm protecting Superman. I'm like, what are we doing? There's no control. And that gets back to Lord Miller allowing just this creative freedom.
Yeah, there
that
was a
sounds
scene.
good.
He was pretending he was like
ultimately
Zod in the
is
Phantom Zone. Like, look, remember
not
Superman
for this
2?
film.
Oh,
And you
I'm stuck
see
in
it
the Phantom
repeatedly
Zone. I'm
over and
Zod.
over and
Like, that's
over.
so
Here's
boring.
another problem with this film, and I really do not like this. I do not like the alien creature design. It is a rock lobster, a rock spider. Okay. This thing has no lovability to it. Now you're
Yeah.
laughing right now going, what does that matter? Think about this for a second. If you want me to care about your alien
How do you-
from the far
Yeah,
off
you don't give
galaxy,
a fuck. It's like
and
whatever.
if the book says it looks like a rock spider, a rock scorpion, this is where you have creative license. I would say, hey, let's take some ideas of that and let's change it, at least give it some eyes. Give it the window to the soul. We don't have that. So you're looking at this puppet,
No
because throughout
face.
it's like a puppet, right? It's
No
not even
face,
CGI.
Rock.
He's interacting, Gosling's
And you
interacting
don't give a
with
fuck.
Rocky inside of a hamster ball
Uh,
for the better part of 2 hours as they are trying to figure out what's killing the sun. I mean, guys, woo! This movie, baby, I would just be endless with all the things that have to be fixed if I was in the test screening. God,
Unspectacular
I would hate to
effects.
be there and just say these things in front of everyone.
Angry
I would have done. This
Badger
is
claims
it.
this
This
is
is
a
the
masterpiece.
culmination of everything we've done. The effects here are not spectacular
Oh, you
either.
like Pattison, so
I
your
don't even
taste
know
is
if
shit, trash
I buy the
ass.
fact that they're in outer space.
Worst
I mean,
Batman
yeah,
ever,
okay,
Pattison
I'm going a
Batman.
little far with that, but let's just be honest. This doesn't look as good as Interstellar. It's not look as good as Ad Astra. It doesn't look as good as
All
Sunshine.
three suck.
This film feels like it's on a set. Guys, man, I'm telling you, I am struggling to come up with anything that is even great. Freaking good, great, nothing great. It's punishingly long, as
Yep.
we've discussed.
Tedious.
I don't like the Daniel Pemberton score, but that's partially to blame for the erratic
Punishingly
tone
tediously
and
long,
goofy
like Robert
comedy.
Pattinson ass
You've
man.
got this kind of screwball shit
Garbage,
going on, and
incomprehensible
you're going to get a
garbage.
score that matches that. And then early on, it's too heavy on the score. I'm telling you, man. Let me just be straight up.
And
Let me
the
just
same
cut to the
cinematographer as
chase. This is a
Pattison
very
Beta
poorly
Man.
directed film.
Greg
Very
Fraser.
poorly directed film. Not from an overall accomplishment as far as a film like here. This is a watchable film. It just
is not watchable.
I would argue, a film that 100% needs to have the director swapped out and replaced with another director. I mean, Solo. guys, Solo. And I can't even believe that I came to all of this after it takes watching something to understand something,
This
right?
is tedious,
You have
isn't
to
it?
experience it to understand. I now understand Kathleen Kennedy. What? Dead serious.
No
I
one-
cannot believe
No one said
you
that.
would
Let me
have
comment
never. If
already.
Bet,
I thought I had to wait
Weber, are you ever going to
57
say
hours,
these
glad I
things?
found a
I
second channel.
fully
Give me
understand
the link.
Kathleen Kennedy.
No
God,
problem,
I
bro.
do. And that's really one of the most brutalizing admissions to ever have to make here on the stream. But this is a film I do not recommend. I cannot recommend this film for all
I
the.
would never recommend. Damn, if you want to put someone to sleep, watch this garbage. Oh, I played. Shout out to No Hoon. I played the Spider-Man brand new day trailer in the beginning. My thoughts on the Spider-Man brand new day trailer, meh. I'm like, it's not terrible, but I don't understand the people glaze. Oh, there was stuff he was doing in here that directly rips off Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man 2 moves, but you have fucking idiots like Grace Randolph, a special ed Randolph saying, I've never seen Spider-Man do any moves like this. Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man 2, you moron. He was skydiving in the Spider-Man costume in midair. You never seen anyone do this. She's an idiot. But yeah, it was like at the trailer, it was okay. It was like, but I still doesn't have me convinced like it's some great movie. It's okay. And oh yeah, Ray Takai said Trash Holland is for the posers like Pattison and Cornball Sweat. Exactly, dude. Motherfucker's in college. Why is he still acting like MJ? Like, come on, motherfucker. Now you're in college. This is ridiculous. No wonder they always put every other hero surrounding him, because it's like him on his own, he's not fucking interesting. I'm sorry. And Spider-Man should be interesting. Peter Parker, Spider-Man should be interesting, like Andrew Garfield was. Him is like, you got to surround him with people to fix the weakness of his shitty acting. Yeah, Cornball Sweat is trash. My God, David Cornball Sweat is trash.
All the issues. It's a 55%. I mean, I was looking at my phone and the clock on said phone.
Yep, that's how garbage Hail Mary. I kept on walking up, and thank God I didn't pay for this. I kept on walking away from the laptop, watching Hail Mary pass. Oh, Hail Mary garbage. That angry badger bitch Pattison dick sucker says is a masterpiece. Robert Meyer Bishnet thinks this is the greatest masterpiece. What the fuck? This was a masterpiece of mediocre shit. Y'all got Angry Badger. You can't say nothing about it. Trash. Pattison 2 is going to be garbage. Pattison 1 was garbage. Super Mid 2025 was a complete dog shit. Stop making YouTube videos saying shit is great because you look retarded. This shit is horrendous garbage. Tedious time length. Tedious boredom. All around trash movie. Ryan Gosling couldn't save it.
Multiple times. Now, let me explain. I was not pissing anyone off because it was down below the seat. I was on the end, and I had a buffer where there's like a little area, like
that's how you're looking at your phone. That's
so no one
garbage.
saw. So don't call me an asshole. But I should not be looking at my phone 10 times during a 2.5 hour plus film. This is a hard no recommend. Hard. I mean, I do not like anything about this film. Nothing. I do not like any single aspect of this film. Certainly as an overall film, I do not like it. Anyone, honestly, Elena's dad, almost anybody. And this is coming from Lords watched the stream. Phil Lords watched the stream. I'm sorry I have to do this tonight. But again, I can't have friends. I cannot have people that I have to worry about that they're going to get their feelings hurt. I would expect the same thing if I directed a $200 million film. Weber, this isn't good. And here's why. And I'd be like, well, you're right. They cannot argue that they didn't just give incredible creative freedom to Gosling and everybody in this film. And again, you're doing the juggling of that drama. Then we get to the drama. You get Sandra Huller, who's pretty good here. But again, when we get to those moments, you're trying to, come down off this goofy screwball shit. And then we're sitting in this, we got to save the world. Yeah, Greg Fraser doing the cinematography. I don't see anything that's even remarkable about that. Again, Ad Astra looks better in this film across every single frame. Ad Astra is a better film from a directorial scope, from a tone scope, from an overall accomplishment scope. If any,
you heard they said Greg Fraser did the cinematography. Pattison Batman, the cinematographer of Pattison Beta Man, did the cinematography of this garbage. Let me see. No, who said glad you noticed the way Tom acts? Exactly. It's annoying. Exactly. It's the fourth film. Get it together already. Tom is like, what the fuck? My God, he's practically like almost Andrew Garfield's age with the first Amazing Spider-Man. He's still acting like what the fuck? Like, come on, this is garbage. Tom Holland sucks as Spider-Man. He sucks. Fourth film, still acting like, and he's taller and looks older. He's even worse now. He's taller and older. It's like when Urkel got really tall later in the season, and he still acted like, like what the fuck? This is just cringe now. I'm sorry. Let me see. Oh, you said movies with Kevin said a couple of scenes with Rocky worked with me, but that's like 8 to 10 minutes out of a 150-minute film. Yeah, this shit was trash. Yup. 2 hours and 30 minutes and maybe like 5 minutes good in the end, but
anyone thinks that this is better than Ad Astra, it's done. We're done. We can't be doing this shit. Sunshine, better. Interstellar, better. I mean,
not all of them were garbage.
Kevin, hello. Exactly. You open on the classroom. You have him as a teacher.
You Trash Holland is for the posers like Pattison and Cornwall.
One scene. Let's pass the lava around, the world's lava, and you got to answer the question before your hands get burnt. The school stuff is like undersold. This film, man, it's not good. It is so, oh my God, it is so frustrating, this film. This is one of the most disappointing films that I can recall having to deal with on this channel in the history of this channel. In the 4 years now of doing this channel, this will go down as one of the most disappointing films that I have ever sat through when I got to the reality versus the expectations. I'm telling you, man.
Is another The Fall Guy, but I actually thought The Fall Guy was better than Project Hail Shit Mary. I'm like, I never trust the critics anyway because they're ass, but critics, shut the fuck up. Robert Meyer, Fagnet, angry bitch face Badger, y'all really need to shut the fuck up and stop glazing mediocre shit and saying it's a masterpiece. Because your credibility was always garbage to me. Angry Badger, you're always a dumbass. Thinking Pattison Batman is good, but you need to shut the fuck up because your credibility is getting shot to shit. Everything you say is a fucking masterpiece. It's tedious fucking dog shit. This Angry Badger is another fucking retard. He said he cried in this movie. The only reason to cry in this movie is that it's fucking 2 hours and 30 minutes of tedious garbage. That's the only reason you should cry during this dog shit ass movie. Because it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. You're like, am I going to get the fuck out of here already? And I was watching in my home, and I wanted to walk the fuck away. That's how garbage and tediously boring this movie. Angry Badger, Robert, you're retarded. Nothing in this movie is like, I'm going to cry. You're a little soy boy fag, just like the people who like Pattison, Batman, and Gunsuit. If you cried during this garbage. Oh, what's up, Bradley? Bradley Williams said, I knew it was going to be shit when BitchNet praised it before there was a trailer. Yeah, my God. He was like, this is the Bradley. He was like, this got Academy Awards nomination. Shut the fuck up, Robert. Academy Award. I guarantee you, this is the best book I've ever read. It's going to be the best. I can't wait. Yeah, how the fuck you praise and say it's going to be the best movie ever before you even saw the trailer? Exactly, Brian. That's what a fucking shill Angry Badger and Robert Meyer BitchNet are fucking complete ass shills.
Wow. I can't even comprehend, frankly. I feel like you heard those stories where tourists go over to Paris. This is in the past, not now Paris, but in the old Paris. And they'd go over, like from Japan. The Japanese tourists, I remember reading this exact story. They go over and they're like shell shocked because it doesn't match up to what they believed. And they almost are like scarred emotionally. That's me. I am the Japanese tourist visiting Paris watching Project Hail Mary.
Tedious.
I hope that story's out there. I'm pretty sure it is. I remember it for a reason. That's how much I do not like this film. Fall Guy Yeah, I mean,
Fall Guy was
at
better
least
than this
that's
shit.
a goofy comedy, but it's overblown.
Fall Guy was better than
I
this
think
shit.
this is better than Fall Guy because I don't like Fall Guy at all.
Fall Guy was better.
But
than this
again,
trash.
I mean, this is not a recommend. This isn't even like a borderline. This is a straight up rotten film for me because, again, the weight of those expectations. Me being told it's a masterpiece doesn't help. Amazon screened this 6 weeks ago now. With
you said this or everything everywhere all at once. Oh my God, that was another garb. Everything everywhere all at once. And you have these stupid shills praising it the best movie ever. This trash, just like the same morons that shill Pattison garbage Batman. The same retarded morons that shill gun beta bitch super soy beta prostate retard trash. The same typical shill idiot critics.
Oh, it's a masterpiece, one of the best movies ever made. We live in a space full of shills. And also the people that were doing the early talking were directors and writers. They don't bash films. Do you think that they're going to say it's bad if they need a paycheck on the other end? That's the beauty of operating where I don't need a studio to do shit for me. I don't need any of this. That makes me dangerous and deadly accurate because I'm not going to pull a punch. And I told you guys years ago, when I pulled punches on a certain film and I said I will never do it again. And the reason I did is because I knew-ish the director and I didn't go quite as hard as I should. I still recommend the film, but not as hard. I am never doing that again. It'll never happen. If I need to say it, it will be said. This is no holds barred. Otherwise, go watch Stuckman. You want to go watch someone who's going to glaze everything because he's a director now after that god-awful film? Go watch Stuckman, okay? Go watch any number of people are going to call this a masterpiece. Have at it. I don't care. I'm telling you, I could go on for hours about, I'm telling you, man, again, if I had to come out of a test screening and they brought me in and said, Weber, I'd say, we are fucked. You got to redo everything. I want to make this linear. I want to get rid of the structure. I want to get rid of a lot of the comedy. I want to bring this runtime down to 2 hours and 5 minutes max. We have work, people. Everybody, let's go. Assemble. Team, let's go. No question about it. No, Amari, I'm not. In fact, let's do that. Let's go dovetail right into it, and then I'm going to look at reviews. I want to see if anyone else saw what I saw. Because I know everyone's calling this a match. I know there's at least a few critics who definitely see the cracks here. There's no way that I'm the only person who sees this film as incredibly flawed. That's not even strong enough. Massively, catastrophically flawed, I would suggest.
Is Midnight Movie Talk the name of Midnight Movie Talk.
Okay, let's check it out. Have I said that enough tonight? I'm sorry, man. I'm not going to be anywhere near the fence on this. This is not a good film. This is not a good film. And also, again, let's just talk back to the runtime. For 2 hours and 30 minutes, this has no business coming in that long.
Exactly.
Every single person, even people love it, say it's too long. That's a problem.
Tedious.
Again, directors, get control of your fucking films. I am so tired of you guys running these fucking movies forever and you have no control of your films. I am so fucking tired of it. You guys get control. You need someone who tells you no.
Exactly. Like Hack. God, somebody tell Hack Reeves and James Gunn.
How many of these directors just do what they want?
Yeah.
Oh, they're all so brilliant. All these directors know exactly what they're doing. No,
Matt
they
Reeves
don't.
Garbage.
It's too long.
Matt Reeves garbage.
Holy shit. See, this is why I'm not Omari. This is not why I'm not bringing my number down.
Bradley Williams, I knew it was going to be shit with Bishnet praising before there was a trailer.
Now, granted, it's IMAX 70 millimeter, I believe there. Yeah, it is. It's IMAX 70 millimeter at Universal. So look, that's everything. The front row is terrible. You don't want to be in that row. Let's look at Burbank IMAX 940. Here it is. And you can see that's slammed. Again, this is late. This is regular IMAX. That's where I saw it tonight. IMAX at Burbank. Let's do one more. Let's go to IMAX Century City. They probably have a late one, and we can check that. It's another huge one for here in LA. IMAX 715 is still up. Let's check this. This is Grove, very popular theater. And look, slammed.
Like, seriously?
Let's do one more. Last one. I'll give you my number. I'm going to be bullish on this, even though everything I just said. And I'll explain also why. There's another thing I want to talk about here. Let's check the 1030 IMAX over Century City.
Or a cornball.
Wow, look at that, right? Okay, here's what I got on this.
White,
that's what
Angry Badger.
That's theater check.
You thought
Here's my
this movie was
projector. I'm
gonna
taking
pack
it
and
70
sell it
million
out. This
up.
shit with this shit.
So I'm
nobody
thinking
gives
it's
a
going
fuck
north of
about this
70, but I'm
movie
going to say
like
70
that.
is the floor.
Because
And I'll push the ceiling higher.
I gotta see
So
it.
70 is
Yeah,
our
we gotta
bottom
do it.
on
The
this.
kid, nobody
That's good.
get it.
I mean, the demographics
kid
tonight
will
at
not
my
sit
screen
through
at
this
2 o'clock. It's
trash.
2 o'clock in the afternoon.
This is
Really strong as far as diversity
no
when
repeat
you look
in
at
this
age
trash.
stratification. My
Fuck outta
God,
here.
I mean, it was just all ages in there. Primarily a white crowd. I mean, just
Look
what
at-
it is.
Look what I said.
But
Apparently a white
again,
crowd.
age
I'm sorry.
diversity
I
is
gotta
what
keep
I
it
was
real. This is. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck if you sound racist. This is a movie for corny ass vanilla white people, or either black or Spanish people that think they're white. This is that kind of fucking corny ass. This is fucking tedious. This is tedious, dull ass garbage. Yeah, look at Midnight Movie Talk said primarily white people in the theaters. Nobody go fuck. This shit is trash. Oh, so All Elite Channel said Hail Mary $65 million at the domestic box office this weekend. Screenshot this comment. $65 million. That's being too generous. Let me see. Or maybe if you're a cornball fat Chinese dude named not innocent pedo Johnny Dome.
And you can see that's slammed. Again, this is late. This is just regular IMAX. That's where I saw it tonight. IMAX at Burbank. Let's do one more. Let's go to IMAX Century City. They probably have a late one, and we can check that. It's another huge one for here in LA. IMAX 715 is still up. Let's check this. This is Grove, very popular theater. And look, slammed. Let's do one more, last one, and I'll give you my number. Do you see why I'm going to be bullish on this? Even though everything I just said, and I'll explain also why. There's another thing I want to talk about here. Let's check the 1030 IMAX over at Century City. Wow, look at that.
This shit
right?
was boring.
Okay, here's what I got on this. That's our theater check, by the way. That's theater check. Here's my projector. I'm taking it 70 million up. So I'm thinking it's going north of 70, but I'm going to take 70 as the floor, and I'll push the ceiling higher. So 70 is our bottom on this. That's good. I mean, the demographics tonight at my screen at 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Really strong as far as diversity when you look at age stratification. My God, I mean, it was just all ages in there. Primarily a white crowd. I mean, just what it is.
Exactly.
What it is. But again, the age diversity is what I was really impressed with. I go back to Top Gun Maverick. That's what I saw with Maverick, and look what that film did.
Bradley Williams said,
Hail Mary, 65 million domestic box
maybe
office
this would have been
weekend.
groundbreaking
Screenshots,
if it was
comment.
the
Okay,
first movie like
listen,
this.
I got it
Exactly
70,
what this story
so
has
we're
been
close,
done
Ollie.
millions
But listen,
of times.
I'm going to look at Rotten Tomatoes here in a second.
And nothing groundbreaking
But,
at all.
you know, here's
Bradley,
the thing,
exactly,
right,
Bradley.
is that even though I'm really hard on this film, and I think everything I just said is 100% accurate, it's not the best version.
Say creative controls, and when I saw this movie, Bradley, 1,000 other movies that I've seen before over the years flashed in my head. 2001: A Space Odyssey, all this boring piece of shit, Interstellar, First Contact. I'm like, we've seen this fucking movie like 20 times. Who cares? This shit is boring. Intershitter, a jambalaya of other movies I've seen when I was a kid. I'm like, what the fuck? This movie's fucking Mac and Me, a serious version of Mac and Me or some shit mixed with E.T. This shit is garbage. Exactly. There's nothing groundbreaking. That's exactly the way I feel also about the Spider-Man trailer. It's like, it's okay, but I've seen better with Andrew Garfield with Spider-Man. This shit is not like the motherfuckers that are glazing this. Your motherfuckers must have been literally born yesterday, and Tom Holland's Beta Man must have been the first Spider-Man movie you ever seen in your life to glaze that shit. Because it's like whatever. It's like, oh my God. It's like, shut up. Are we back? And the Cornby's, are we back? No, you're not back. Shut the fuck up. Overglaze any dump. Creative control is in their contract of the Lord and Miller
version of the story by any means whatsoever. That's a very damning criticism, by the way. Very, very, very damning criticism. Is that the majority of people are very easy to please. We've talked about this a billion times
but
on this
this
channel.
is not pleasing
Most
anybody.
people don't go as hard as me.
There's
Someone's
no
already
kid
coming
that's
out
gonna
and,
want to
you're
watch
always
this
angry. You always say, no,
fucking
no. What are
maybe
you talking about? How many films have I recommended? How many films I love? The best film of the year is Bone Temple. What is wrong with you guys? I'm so tired of this whole dismissive bullshit. When I hate a film, you hate everything. You know, it just tells me you're low IQ. You know,
exactly.
Low IQ people just leave. We don't need you.
The low IQ people just think anything. Johnny Dome retard. Y'all just like anything. Y'all just love Gun Simperman. Y'all love Beta Bitch Batman. You'll just accept any garbage they give to you and say, yay, I'm a clapping fat Chinese seal. You're retarded. The low IQ motherfuckers just like this garbage and be like, yeah, I'm so bored. This is so interesting because I have nothing else to do, better to do.
Useless. You're in my world. You're completely useless.
Exactly.
Get out. Leave. We don't need you here. And that's the thing, is that we now have a space full of people that have very low expectations.
Yep.
Crowds, the same crowds that eat Domino's and McDonald's, they'll think this is a masterpiece. So they're not as critically charged, certainly from a brain perspective.
Keep it real. I agree. I think the Nolan Shittergy was the beginning of this, because I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck. Nolan Shittergy was mediocre, but it was a movie that stupid people thought was smart. Stupid people thought the Nolan trilogy was some masterpiece. Dumbass, low IQ people thought the Nolan trilogy was some kind of idea of some brilliant man. Oh my God, brilliant man. Oh my God. The stupidest low IQ motherfuckers thought the Nolan trilogy was groundbreaking. Like, shut up. No, it wasn't. Burton, the first two Burton movies of Schumacher was more groundbreaking than the dog shit that Nolan or Matt Reeves did. I agree. Bradley said, I think it's bullshit that Spider-Man trailer got more views than even the GTA 6 trailer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think somebody was saying, I don't know if it was Jeff Snyder or somebody was like, oh my God, more views than GTA trailer. Oh, you know how much the views mean that according to box office, nothing, because all the views that were hyping of Superman Legacy and that shit flopped and couldn't even make more than Man of Steel. Oh my God, the views that made more views than GTA 6. Who gives a fuck? That doesn't translate to box office. Let's see.
Box office this weekend. Screenshot this comment. Okay, listen, I got it at 70, so we're close, all elite. But listen,
the Nolan,
I'm going to look at Rotten Tomatoes here in a second.
So
but
Pattison,
here's the thing, right?
No IQ people.
Is that even though I'm really hard on this film, and I think everything I just said is 100% accurate, it's not the best version of the story by any means whatsoever. That's a very damning criticism, by the way. Very damning criticism. Is that the majority of people are very easy to please. We've talked about this a billion times on this channel. Most people don't go as hard as me. Someone's already coming after me. Oh, you're always angry. You always say, no. What are you talking about? How many films have I recommended? How many films I love? The best film of the year is Bone Temple. What is wrong with you guys? I'm so tired of this whole dismissive bullshit. When I hate a film, you hate everything. It just tells me you're low IQ. Low IQ people just leave. We don't need you. You're useless here. Useless. You're in my world. You're completely useless. Get out. Leave. We don't need you here. And that's the thing, is that we now have a space full of people that have very low expectations. Crowds, the same crowds that eat Domino's and McDonald's, they'll think it's a masterpiece. So they're not as critically charged, certainly from a brain perspective, as myself or many of you.
This generation is a bunch of idiots.
It's going to probably do really well.
I don't think
Again,
so.
It's not the worst movie ever made. It's
Listen, one
again, as damning as I can make it.
It's up there.
It's not the best version of the story.
It's up
and
there.
It's incredibly disappointing as an overall film versus what I expected.
My gosh, if this movie makes money, then I'm sorry. People are a generation of fucking idiots, because if forcing any kid, this is going to be a repeat. I'm sorry, you got to be a special ed kid if you force yourself to sit through this. You're not gonna, motherfucker. The way kids act today, they're gonna be like this all the time. This is boredom. This movie's complete fucking boredom. There's a bunch of boring and talking. The alien doesn't come into the 51-minute mark. This shit is this is not gonna hold up on repeat views. Get the fuck out of here. There's no momentum. That's what this movie's trash. It's all over the place. There's no momentum in the movie. It just falls flat and is tedious dog shit. There's no momentum at all in this fucking movie. Trash. This is boring. You're a poser if you say this shit is a masterpiece. Angry Badger, retard. Pattison, dick sucker. Robert Meyer Burnett, retard.
That's damn, man. Damn, bruh. Like, it doesn't get nastier than that shit. Like, creative control is in their contract. Of course it is, David. It's in all these. And the thing is, again, I'm a Lord Miller fan, but now I understand, again, back to what we just talked about, why they got fired off of Solo. It all makes sense tonight. I can't even believe I'm saying that. I cannot. Dude, of all the possibilities and probabilities that you would have presented to me when I went into this film, I would never imagine I'd pull up this article and go, now I understand why they got fired off of Solo. I would, you'd be like, what? Why? No, what? Oh my God, now I get it. Now I fully understand. It's like finally coming to the realization, like the character at the end of the movie, you finally, he's a ghost the whole time. It's Sixth Sense. Solo. That's what I first thought. When this thing ended, I go, Solo. I said Solo. Yeah. Who else is saying that? Nobody. Because we are, one more time, everybody, just so you know, we're the gold standard. Don't forget it. Let's find out if anyone else is decided that this is not a great film. Please say there's one. Come on. Let's go. Give it to me. Let's find out, guys. I have not looked yet. I better not be disappointed by this. Let's see what the number is. Is it at 95%? Oh, our good friend Bilge Beery. He thinks it's great.
Thinks his garbage is great.
Yeah.
Trash.
Wow. Let's go and find. Let's view more. Hold on. Let's find out who. Someone in here said rotten because it's 95%. 3.5 out of 5, at least better than like 9.5 out of 10. Unbelievable. Geeks of color.
Geeks of color.
What if, you know what? Since they're allowed to do geeks of color, can I call myself like white guy reviews? Like, seriously, can I pose you that question? If they're allowed to say geeks of color, can I say white guy reviews? Like, I'm just wondering, is that allowed? Because it's got to go both ways, doesn't it? Can I be white geeks? I'm just wondering, because if we're going to make it about race, then maybe I should start adding that. MMT, the channel hosted by a white guy. Should I do that? See, now you've pissed Weber off. Now I'm going places I never imagined. You go, whoa, he's really going places now. But it's true. Can I ask you, is it fair? Could I do that? Because if they're geeks of color, can I not be geeks, white guy geeks? I'm just wondering, is that fair? Tell me. Tell me if I'm wrong. Is it fair? It's fair. You know it is. Weber, you're just like unhinged, but yet you're so right. C+ for Frank Switek. He gave it a rotten. It's still too high. C+ is still too high.
I'll give it an F.
This is a D for me. This is so disappointing. D for disappointing.
F.
All right, let's see. That's it. Sucks. One guy, one person had the two. Sean Burns, who works in Boston. He's familiar with who I am. I'm familiar with who he is. He's a curmudgeon. I'm not saying that's bad because some people say I am. He's got a rotten. He said it's worth noting that Project Hail Mary runs 7 minutes longer than 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Damn.
That's good. That's good. A movie that begins with the dawn of man. Well, Sean, listen, you're on my good side here tonight. Nice job, buddy. Way to get it right. You're like one of the only people. Everybody at 9.5 out of 10, 5 out of 5. Katie Walsh back to her old ways of failing. 3 out of 4. Oh, Justin. Hey, we drag the shit out of Justin Chang all the time. Look, he's got a rotten on this. Maybe we need to say Justin's in the right this time. Justin, for all the shit I've given you over the years for that Pulitzer Prize, maybe you've earned it after this film. Maybe, that's a good way to put it. The flippancy of Project Hail Mary, 100%. It's just reckless goofiness of it. Yeah, it's not a good film. No way. More comments here. That's enough for me. At least there's a few. I'm happy. We're good. Any other comments? Let's do it. Anyone saw it? Okay, here we go. DB Beats, Deets, thank you. Appreciate the super chat. Let's go through this. It's a good one. The structure works in the book because he lost his memory. Okay, yeah, makes sense because by the end of the film, give it away. Okay, but not in the movie. Not how they put it together. Let's do funny shopping at Depot. That was terrible. Oh my God, that scene, right? That scene's really bad. Rocky didn't work for me. Oh, good. You know what? I am thrilled, DB. I'm not thrilled. I'm thrilled for the super chat. I'm not going to lie. Because now I have 1/10 of the way to a new football kit / soccer jersey. By the way, tonight is De Oaxaca. Brijes de Oaxaca, and they are from Oaxaca. They're from Mexico. By the way, I want some love for tonight. First of all, just a quick pause. I'm going to finish this. This is a great one. Tonight's kit. First of all, I want some love. I want love for the graphics tonight. I want love for the kit. because as you guys know in the movie, he goes all the way out into the outer space, and you've got the full spectrum of colors. So tonight, I want love for the overall look, the kit, and the criticism. Tonight is an A+ across the board. Back to the super chat. Let's do funny shopping at Depot. That was so bad. Rocky, yeah, 100%. No emotional attachment. I completely agree. And in the book, right? So it's the memory loss. Well, yeah, that does not translate here at all. Not at all, right? Because at the end of the movie, I don't want to give it away, but okay. I'm glad to hear this because it doesn't work. The non-linear storytelling here does not work in their adaptation. And thanks for backing me up, DBDs, because other people are like, it's exactly the book. No, well, hold on. What's this? Here's someone who wrote the book who's telling you that no, it isn't. And thank you. That's what I listen. If you want to push back about something, go for it. But you need to be honest. And this is exactly, I like, there's no way that this is exactly what the book is because it doesn't work. It does not work where he is bouncing all over. It doesn't translate. The fact that, when you get that initial shot where he's waking up, we don't know that he doesn't know that he was on the ship, right? You just kind of wake up and he's like waking up out of a slumber like an alien or something. It doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. Let me tell you, the goofy, the shopping at Lowe's. I believe it's Lowe's, not Home Depot, but
2
yes.
hours and 30 minutes.
This is me paying attention to shit I shouldn't. But when I was watching it, I'm just like, what are we doing? Throwing all the duct tape in the shopping carts. Here's some aluminum foil. Do they even sell aluminum foil at Lowe's? Like, that's weird. I don't think they even sell it. Or at a grocery store? Like, that's weird. Last I checked, I don't remember going to Lowe's and seeing a whole stack of aluminum foil. Like, why is that in Lowe's? Do you see? These are little things. I hope Lord and Miller are watching. They're like, holy shit, he just nailed us on that. Yes, because it's so obvious. These things drive me crazy. The attention to detail. This film is so fucking flawed. It is so catastrophically flawed across every single level that... Yep. If this is a best picture, here's what I'm going to tell you. If this film is a best picture at the end of the year, I'm done with the Oscars. It's over. We're not ever talking about this shit again. Because I just had to have one battle win. I had Sinners as very close to winning. We're talking about these overvalued, overrated films as best picture contenders / winners. Anora, don't get me started. And now we're talking about Project Hail Mary. I'm telling you, man, the Oscars are finished. They are fucking done. This is untenable. At this point, garbage. If we continue to push these things that don't belong in the Oscars race, this film does not belong in the Oscars race. Anyway. Not from a cinematography level, not from a score level, not from a screenplay level, not from a directorial level, not from a picture level, not from a performance level. Ryan Gosling, no. That is the full sweep of no. No editing. I would argue the editing's out of control in the beginning. Way too many edits. This film is not great. Oh, and Nora is way worse than Hail Mary. Nora's awful. Nora's is the worst Best Picture winner ever. I mean, no question about it. I would much rather watch Project Hail Mary again, but I would watch it going, I don't like this film. Dudes, here's how I also know, and I don't even like bringing this up, but it's always a good sign of, am I the only person? I'm in IMAX tonight. It's about 85, 90% full. It's pretty full at 2 o'clock. People are getting up and moving around early. They're not into the film. They're getting up, going to get refills of sodas. They're walking around. I've been to films where people are super dialed in and nobody's moving. Even if you have to piss, you're like, I'm not leaving. I might miss something. You get the leisurely pace here, and you go, I can run off to the bathroom and take multiple pisses. I'm good. And truthfully, you're right. You can. So I think people recognize that as well. Other comments here, but yeah. Which would be a more worthy Hail Mary, but I mean, what are we talking about? And Nora's the worst ever. So, right? I mean, listen, again, this film is not an abomination. This film is not good. This film is not for the story, the stakes, the emotional detachment. It is abomination. The lack of directorial restraint, the comedic bullshit. This film's not good, man. Nope. Not having it. Not having it. We're just not having it tonight. I'm not playing the game. We're not going to play the game. Other comments. Veggies at Lowe's. Were there veggies there too? I don't remember. Were there? Did they have veggies in there? But yeah, they were definitely at Lowe's. You could see the blue signs. I've been to Lowe's a billion times. Love Lowe's. And yes, I'm telling you, tomorrow I might have to go to Lowe's to find out if they have aluminum foil. Even though it doesn't say Lowe's, they're in Lowe's. 100%. They're at a big box store of home supply, which is either Lowe's or Home Depot. It's Lowe's, got the blue signs. Why is there aluminum foil there?
This movie's
not
tomorrow
on 143. Good luck.
Isn't that good?
No, Harrison, there's nothing. You're not going to be blown away. I saw it in IMAX. I wasn't blown away. The best stuff's in the trailer. The best stuff is right. Hold on. Let me go back to the trailer. Give me a second. Here, look. I'll show you the best. The best shots are right here. Here it is. You guys ready? Here's the best shot in the entire movie.
The song is better in the trailer than the fucking movie.
Okay, when we start getting up here, when they finally have to go out and scoop up this stuff doesn't look good here, but this is it. This is like the only time it looks good when we get right here towards the end of the film. The rest of it's all like stuck inside the spaceship with your rock lobster. There's the rock lobster. Just bad. Well, no, Murray, listen, Kenny, thank you for being with me tonight because you're keeping me sane. This is not a great film. In fact, I would argue this is not necessarily a reputation destroyer. It's not that bad, but it's definitely a reputation maker. In other words, if you're on the right side of history here, I'm going to have a lot more respect for you. Like tonight, I have a lot more respect for Burns and for Chang. Well, I mean, way more because they nailed it. I mean, these are things that you need to see, and they're right there for you. This film is not calibration, comedy, all these things. I'm not doing it again. We just talked about it. But this you have to see the flaws. You have to see them.
The whole movie is a fucking flaw.
Then that just tells me you're not aware. It's that simple, and if that makes you unhappy, too bad. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. It's the truth. And I'm, DVDs is with me. Went to see Project Hail Mary and was bored senseless, left after 90 minutes. I don't blame you, Johnny Zero, honestly.
Yeah, Johnny Zero 2000 said went to see Project Hail Mary and was bored senseless and left after 90 minutes because I couldn't stand it anymore. Yeah, my God. I was watching that shit on my laptop and I was like, what the fuck? They should give this Pattison Batman and Interstellar, they should give this movie for Chinese water torture because this shit was, oh my God, was tediously bad fucking dog shit. My gosh, man. This is not a repeat viewings. No kid is gonna want to watch. If you make a kid watch this garbage, you're doing torture. If you make a kid watch this fucking dog shit, there's nothing redeemable about this trash. Fuck out of here. Let me see. Tediously boring.
Not necessarily a reputation destroyer. It's not that bad, but it's definitely a reputation maker. In other words, if you're on the right side of history here, I'm going to have a lot more respect for you. Like tonight, I have a lot more respect for Burns and for Chang. Well, I mean, way more because they nailed it. I mean, these are things that you need to see, and they're right there for you. This film is not calibration, comedy, all these things. I'm not doing it again. We just talked about it. But this you have to see the flaws. You have to see them. If you can't see them, then that just tells me you're not aware. It's that simple, and if that makes you unhappy, too bad. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. It's the truth. And I'm, DVDs is with me. Went to see Project Hail Mary and was bored senseless, left after 90 minutes. I don't blame you, Johnny Zero. Honestly, again, this is me. This is my phone. This is me. Constantly looking at the time. 7:30, 7:40, 7:50, 7. I mean, I'm not kidding you. No joke. There's a point where it was like 2. So the movie started 2:30. I looked and it was like 3:30. I go, I've only an hour to. Oh my God, I'm only an hour into this fucking movie. I was like this.
That's how garbage.
And again, I was down below on the floor. No one could see. Anyone says they saw it, bullshit. They didn't. I was in the back row. Nobody could see me looking at my phone. I'm like, why am I looking? Because I wanted to leave. Johnny, I don't blame you. Honest to God, if I could, I would have. This film is a hard no recommendation. Hard no recommend. Not a borderline. It is a hard no recommendation here tonight. More comments here. I mean, listen. And by the way, I talked about earlier about how best film of the year. People are saying this is the best film. This is the greatest space film ever made. First of all, it's not the best film of 2026.
Garbage.
Bone Temple buries this film. And that's coming from a guy who hated 28 Years Later. 28 Years Later to Bone Temple. Wow. That is easily the best film of the year. Way better than Project Hail Mary. Not even close. No contest. From a directorial standpoint, from an overall picture, direction, screenplay, everything, performance, everything about Bone Temple's better than this film. Well, yeah, Nia, listen, Kevin, the direction by Nia DaCosta is such an improvement over Danny Boyle. And, I'm a huge Danny Boyle fan. So, again, that's the thing is, right? If I'm saying Nia DaCosta's direction is better and I love Boyle, you should understand that counts for like quadruple what the normal praise would be. This is a very good film in Bone Temple. Very good. Project Hail Mary, I just hope that more people see that this film was not great. I don't know, Green Henry. I have no idea because I listen. Well, I mean, I can tell you the easy answer. We've talked about this. How many critics in the space are good?
Yes,
Up. So
shit.
I'm thinking it's going north of 70, but I'm going to take 70 as the floor.
Where is it?
I mean, crazy. The attention to detail.
Oh,
This film
yeah.
is so.
Where is it? Oh yeah. Yeah. Where is it? Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly. He said the Green Henry show said, why are critics praising this so much? Because they're fucking shills. The same morons that praise Pattison Batman and say that dog shit is good, and the same morons that praise Super Mid Legacy 2025 and that piece of shit was horrendous. Oh, so no hoon 100 said, what's the next big movie you're looking forward to? The future DC. I'm looking forward to Masters of the Universe. I'll keep my fingers crossed because I'm a He-Man fan. That's really the only. It's like Spider-Man, Avengers. I'm looking forward to Masters of the Universe a lot. Let's see.
Boyle, and I'm a huge Danny Boyle fan. So again, that that's the thing is right. If I'm saying Nia DaCosta's direction's better, and I love Boyle, you should understand that counts for like quadruple what the normal praise would be. This is a very good film in Bone Temple. Very good. Project Hail Mary. I just hope.
They said why the Green Henry show said why are critics praising this so much? Because they're complete fucking shills. The critics are losers. They say again they praise dog shit like Superman 2025 and Pattison Garbage Man, which was totally ass out, horrendous, both piece of shit movies. Keeping it fucking real.
Hope that more people see that this film was not great. I don't know, Green Henry. I have no idea because I listen. Well, I mean, I can tell you the easy answer. We've talked about this how many times. How many critics in the space are good? Be honest with me, Green Henry.
None.
How many do you really think?
None.
Give me a percentage.
0.
1%, 2%? No, that's not me being an asshole. It's
0.
How many critics in the space are legitimately talented, objective, and fearless
0.
with this shit?
The garbage.
Less than 1%. It's like out of, let's say there's 300 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Garbage.
Let's say there's 500. It is sub 10. Sub 10.
Sub 10.
Not Bill Jabiri. Certainly not Bill Jabiri. Fucking joke. Sean Fennessy. Haha. Give me a fucking break. No chance. Like, what are we talking about? We're talking about fewer than 10 people in a space.
Exactly. Harrison, he said Ryan needs to switch up his role. Exactly. He needs to get a new agent. No matter. Ryan Gosling needs to switch up his roles. He's starting to do the same type of character a lot. The new Star Wars seems to be another one. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's getting corny now. I'm sorry.
500 more. 1,000. That's why Ryan needs to switch up his roles. You know what? He's limited, Harrison. You see it here. He just doesn't have range.
Yeah.
Even when he's playing the geek, he's not a geek. He's flexing his biceps. Which, by the way, vary in size throughout the movies. Why was Ryan like lifting at some point during the movie? Because sometimes on the spaceship he looks like he has basic, and all of a sudden he's got veins in his arms. What are we doing here? Is that a reshoot? Were you lifting on the ship that we don't see because there's no things of him doing push-ups? Like that isn't even here. Right? Giving me a second of Ryan Gosling getting up and doing push-ups, like a quick little montage. This film's not good. This film is, man, there's so many. I got to go back and reshoot half this fucking film and redo it. I mean, it's that bad. And if Phil Lord's done, we're done. I mean, listen, can I just be honest with you guys? I'm going to be straight up with you. Straight up. Straight up. And it has nothing to do with any of this, but I actually I actually had a request for Phil, and I sent him a DM. And it was very simple. It wasn't anything. And bottom line is, I didn't even get a response. Now, here's the truth. That doesn't have anything to do with my reaction here tonight. But I'm just going to say this, is that's why you need to remember over and over that these directors, these people in the space are not your friends. They are not your buddies. And the majority of Hollywood uses people because it's all that kind of system. Now, again, it has nothing to do with this. I'm just bringing this into why critics get all into that. They get excited when a Phil Lord comes in and says, thank you for the review. Oh, my God. It's natural. But what you have to do is you've got to step back and get that space where you don't give a fuck. Because if you don't have that,
you should
that space.
Give a fuck about posers, losers, beta bitches on the internet, fake-ass YouTube critics. You need to keep it real. Don't shill like a lot of the James Gunn fags and the Pattison betas.
Operate, you are not ever going to be any good at this. Never. And that's where I really took it to the next level, is once I decided I don't give a fuck about any of these people, because I don't. Why do I? Why do I care about any of them? They're making a movie. It's my job to criticize it. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Oh, Zan said he would have been a bad Hal Jordan. You said Ryan should have been Hal Jordan. Zan is it? No, who said I keep revisiting Superman 2025, thinking it's Superman that has to be some good in it. And this, but no, there are exactly. No hand 100 said I keep revisiting Superman 25, thinking it's Superman that has to be something good in this, but no, there are about 2 good scenes in Superman that didn't involve Superman. Exactly, thank you. It's not even revisit worthy. A Superman movie. This is the first Superman movie. Yo, I can go back and revisit Superman 4 Quest for Peace. Superman 4 Quest for Peace is better than fucking Gunn's dog shit. Fuck out of here. I didn't even care that much for Superman Returns, but I love Brandon Routh as Superman. And I can revisit that movie. This shit is like disposable. It's just like Pattison Batman. It's disposable. Seen it once, I never have to give a fuck about it again, because that's not Batman or Superman. That's Beta Man and Soy Man. Robert Pattison and David Cornwell are Beta Man and Soy Man. It's like completely disposable. I don't give a fuck about ever watching them again. Keeping it real. Yeah, I agree, Zan Cross. You know what? I don't know what would have happened, but yeah, Zan Cross 27 said Gunn's Superman is trash. LOL. They need to cancel his sequel trilogy 100%. You know, I remember seeing a Entertainment Weekly article years ago. And it was a rumor that they wanted to cast Ryan Gosling as Batman and Batman Begins, and they put a picture of him as. I don't know how that. But that was a rumor. They wanted to cast Ryan Gosling as Batman and Batman Begins. I don't know how that would have turned out, but I agree. Zag Cross 27, Gun Superman is trash. LOL. They need to. Yeah, who get his? There's no hype behind his shitty sequel trilogy. So it's basically Superman 2025. Supergirl is gonna flop, and Man of Tomorrow completes his shitty trilogy. He shouldn't even be able to finish the shit. Yeah. No one said I'm banking on Lobo, but I know Supergirl is going to piss me off beyond measure. Exactly. Let's see.
Hobby, whatever you want to call it. The number of people making money in the space, and it's a full-time job, is sub 1%. So don't come with me of that shit. I'm good at what I do. If the studios had a fucking clue, they'd bring me in to fix this shit early. But the directors have big egos. They couldn't handle someone like me. Be like, what's this guy talking about? He's a goof. Get him out of here. I'm fucking right. That's the difference. You need to pay attention. If you did, you'd make better films, but you don't, because you want to believe your ego. You want to listen to people that are yes men.
Sounds
and
like
that's what gets you in trouble. You
Chris
live
Nolan,
in a world,
James
in a
Gunn, and
bubble
Matt
of people that
Reeves.
all say your shit doesn't stink. And that's the problem. That's the fucking problem. Oh, God, is it? Is Ready or Not bad? Oh, I got to sit through that this weekend, too. I am not thrilled, because I've got to see that on Saturday. I liked the first one a lot. I really did. I had fun with that film. It knew what it was. It was the problem with this, Luis, is that I'm worried about it just being a rehash of the first. Here's the exploding heads. Here they come to hunt her down. Same shit. You know, part of the fun of any movie is that first initial virginal experience of, oh my God, this is cool. I've never seen what they're doing here. Even it's obviously, you know, a twist on so many different films. You know, but The Hunt's a really good film, by the way. Speaking of another film that deals with the same kind of stuff, that's a fun film. But, you know, when you do something twice, it just gets old. Ready or Not Part 2 looks better. We'll find out. Samara Weaving's super smoking hot, right? No question. She is. I wish that we would have gotten the Scarlet G.I. Joe with her. That would have been awesome, where they teased her at the end of one of the G.I. Joe films.
The Snake
All
Eyes.
right, more comments here, and then we will,
I think we're just
just going to do this tonight because we already did. If you didn't see our trailer reaction for Dune, we have that already for
Oh,
you.
that's
It's on
another-
MMT,
oh my
Midnight Movie Talk,
gosh.
YouTube. Also, we did
Timothy
Spider-Man yesterday.
Chalamet, go away.
They're out of the way. I'm
Suck.
done with that. We can just talk about Project Hail Mary. It's a
So
huge
sick of
film.
Timothy
We talk about a
Chalamet,
$70 million
overrated
film. We've not
fucking actor.
had a film that opens that big in a very long time. And back since Avatar, is that right? Because even Scream didn't get to 70. All the animators on Spider-Verse say Lord specifically made it hell. Ooh, who says that? Who really? Interesting. You know, when I've met Phil, we were at an awards party, and he's got a lot of energy. He's got a lot of manic energy, just really right. You think I'm crazy? That guy was like, and I love it. I can totally deal with that. So I can understand. But I just think they need someone in place that can tell them no. You know, just like all these things, you need
All
someone
these
to tell you no.
directors, let
Listen,
the egos
again, I'm making a. This is
get
my
ahead of them.
stream. This is my channel. It's MMT. I created it. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I'm not creating a show at the box office at AMC, charging people to come in, and then making it all about me. That's not smart. This is, you know, yeah, technically this is all about me because I'm doing what I want to do. But here's the deal. If I'm making a film for AMC, Regal, a film that's $200 million from a studio, I am not going to make it just for me. I'm going to think about what do I think the audience wants. I'm not going to necessarily make that exactly, but I'm going to just always ask, would the audience appreciate this? I mean, I have to. On this channel, it's different, right? You get the mindset. It's my thing. It's my little thing I can do. You know, if I wanted to be certainly more restrained, I would be, and I wouldn't trash a lot of you who love
I
these
agree,
movies,
Captain.
but it is
That's
what it
what
is. Again, it's
Zach
my
Gross.
thing.
The
No one gave me
Lantern
$200 million
trailer
and
was
said,
mid
hey,
as
make
hell.
a
Yeah, that
show
shit was
for
trash.
a theater
That
or
was-
for a TV network. That's different. Then I wouldn't do this. It'd be different. But when you're a director of a film,
Lee Channel said, "Whatever the real story is, who are the investors funding these terrible movies? Exactly. Who are the investors in Warner Brothers funding this garbage ass beta bitch Superman, David Cornwell sweat, and this faggy boy Batman, Robert Pattison beta bitch? Why do you keep funding garbage ass, trash ass movies that no one wants to see? Garbage. I'm keeping it fucking. Let me see.
you need to not just make it for you. I don't know, you know, I don't know who the investors are, but I can just tell you this. Here's the reality is that we just have a situation where Hollywood is full of yes people. So you get everyone saying, you're so great, you're so great, you're so great. No one ever says you're not good, or this isn't good, or you need to work on this. You go back to that episode of The Studio that we talked about with Ron Howard.
Yep.
Remember that? Episode 2, I believe of that. What a perfect encapsulation of what this is. Ron Howard makes a film that's overlong, has a scene that doesn't belong in the movie, and no one had the balls to tell him it's no good. And finally, by the end,
Yep.
Seth's character finally says, hey, it wasn't good. He has an outburst and says, you need to get rid of it. And he goes, I appreciate it, and it makes the movie better. I don't need that. I don't need anyone backing me up. I'm going to walk in and say, man, we got to cut this film down. It's too long. Ron, you're awesome. We love you.
Look, I'm going to play. Funny you said that clip. I'm going to play that clip because that's what a lot of these directors need to be told. Did the Lantern Show creator actually say? Yeah, he did. He said that in the video that the Green in the Green Lantern is stupid. That's what the fucking Damon Lindelof. Look, you see, this is an example from the show, The Studio, where Ron Howard, where these directors, they make these shitty movies. Then people get afraid to tell them that their shit is garbage. And then the director's getting mad. He got into a fight. This is how a lot of shit. Let me play this shit. Come on. Let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see something right here. Come on, I'll play this scene. Let me see this right here. Look at right. I'm gonna play this scene right here. This is a scene like said, but gun isn't Well, he said, but Gunn isn't great. He's always been trash. Exactly. The Scooby-Doo movies were okay, but that's about it. Look, this is what happens when a director, he gets too much in his ego, and then he gets mad when the execs tell him your shit is boring. This is what happened in the episode of The Studio, and they show what happens when the execs are sitting around the round table and everything like that, and the director's too much up in his own fucking ego to say anything. But then Seth Rogen actually tells Ron Howard off. He tells him, because a lot of people don't want to hurt his feelings, they want to kiss his ass. But he gets mad because he tells Ron Howard that his movie is fucking boring. And he tells him that. Let me see right here.
You want to know, Ron? I'll give you a note. You made a great film that you are ruining with this self-indulgent motel bullshit.
Fuck you. My cousin died. You fucking suit piece of shit.
Your dead cousin deserves much better than to be honored in the form of a boring fucking movie, man.
You listen to me, because I will never, ever. You lame ass idiot!
Fuck you, you fucking bone crack!
Fuck you! You want to talk to me? You don't get fucking Patty! Patty's got a brain! You got nothing! I don't even know why you're in this room! You don't look at me!
The Patty, oh, they talking about Patty Jenkins? Because Patty Jenkins don't got a brain. Patty Jenkins is boring and trash. Patty Jenkins is fucking boring too. So is Chris Nolan and Hack Reeves.
Motel bullshit.
This is hilarious.
Good shit.
I mean, what the hell were you thinking? It's a classic, right?
This is hilarious.
You want to know, Ron? I'll give you a note. You made a great film that you are ruining with this self-indulgent motel bullshit.
Fuck you. My cousin died. You fucking suit piece of shit.
Your dead cousin deserves much better than to be honored in the form of a boring fucking movie, man.
You listen to me, because I will never, ever. You lame ass idiot!
Fuck you, you fucking bone crack!
Fuck you! You want to talk to me? You don't get fucking Patty! Patty's got a brain! You got nothing! I don't even know why you're in this room! You don't look at me!
That's crazy, because that's how crazy shit goes down like that. Oh, man. Let me see. Exactly. Gunn is not great at all. Let me see where the fuck is I gotta play this. That's the thing I like about the studio, because it actually shows how real shit goes down on behind the scenes. They actually have real actors and directors in the show and everything. Let me see. So MCU Spider-Man praise is forced. Yes, it's forced, like all the shelling shit. Let me see. Even though, like, what's his name? Real Shithead Joe is like 50-50, but I agree shit is forced, though. Let me see. Oh, come on with this.
Finally have something that resembles Spider-Man in the MCU. The question is it too little too late? Will Tom Holland's Spider-Man always be looked at as nothing more than a sidekick in his own films? Let's discuss.
Our content sucks. Our content sucks.
I watch so you don't have to. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
The Glazers, reaction channel Glazer.
Let's go, baby! Spider-Man brand new day trailer in full effect. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is the best live-action Spider-Man we've ever had. I mean, let's break this down. He played the character longer than anyone. His trilogy is the most financially successful movies in the franchise, and he's the only one who actually met the Avengers. What's more Spider-Man than that? My boy Peter is clearly down bad in this movie, lusting over MJ. He just like me for real. The Punisher and Spider-Man on screen together for the first time? Oh, you know this movie is going to be peak. I'm just going to say it. Mark Ruffalo is the best Hulk. Also, I'm ready to die on that hill. Even Smart Hulk had me locked in. This movie will solidify Tom Holland's all-time run as this character. July 31st, we will be seated. Oh wow, the brand new Day trailer has already surpassed Dune 3's likes on both TikTok and Instagram. Dune is so cooked.
Dune is trash anyway.
5G internet may sound good for your business at first, until you realize your internet connection is unreliable and not secure. Optimum Business Fiber.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be completely honest with you, as I always am, when I say that I genuinely do not understand how anyone can still get excited for this. For years now, we've been asking, when will the real MCU Spider-Man stand up? When will Tom Holland solidify himself in the role like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield before him? No Way Home, despite being carried to success by nostalgia because of the appearance of more iconic Spider-Man actors, it did leave us off in a situation where it looked like Tom Holland's Spider-Man would finally be forced to thrive on his own as a character.
Jesus fucking Christ, it's about time!
For that reason, even from someone like myself, who was very skeptical of his version of the character, I had a small glimmer of hope at the end of that film. I was hoping that we would finally see the character of Spider-Man in the MCU presented in a way that does the character on the page justice. And what did Sony and Marvel do with this golden opportunity to reestablish this version of Spider-Man? Well, in the very next movie that he is in, they of course load that movie up with a ton of new characters as well as returning characters. At least 2 other hero characters and a roster of rumored villains that would give the most overstuffed comic book movie a run for its money. Yes, on the surface level, the brand new Day trailer is presenting this film as a fresh start. Yet somehow, the longer the trailer went on, for me anyway, it just looked like more of the same. So again, I have to ask the question, why is Marvel Studios and Sony so afraid of letting Peter Parker carry a film on his own? And I don't want to hear about some contractual obligation bullshit that forces them to add other hero characters into his films. If you have to force characters into a movie that clearly do not belong there for whatever reason, then that is not the best way to make a competent film. Marvel and its fanboys are never going to beat these Easter eggs and cameos allegations. First and foremost, the thing that stood out to me most about this trailer is just how visually dull it makes the film look. It looks washed out, it looks boring, and there is absolutely nothing about it visually that is aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Think about all of the iconic shots that had us in awe in the Raimi films. Where is that visual flair in this film, or any of the MCU Spider-Man films for that matter? In this trailer, we are reintroduced to a down-on-his-luck, depressed, and possibly suicidal Peter Parker, who is starting to feel the weight of his personal sacrifice that he made at the end of No Way Home.
You know how much I sacrificed?
I mean, he's on his own. He's clearly missing his previous life where people actually knew who he was. So this was a great opportunity for them to embrace the loner aspect of this character. But what's the very next thing that they show him doing? After showing him longing for his friendship with MJ and Ned, we see an interaction with Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, a character that we are led to believe Spider-Man has some kind of relationship with already. At the very least, they seem like they know each other in some way or have had past interactions. It might be an uneasy relationship, but it is a relationship nonetheless. Now, if this was 15 years ago, I would have been hitting the roof in excitement over the possibility of a Spider-Man and Punisher live-action team-up. But now, it just doesn't hit the same way, because these interactions, these team-ups, these uneasy alliances have just been done to death in these comic book movies at this point. We've just seen this same thing done over and over again with other Marvel characters, and it just doesn't mean as much as it used to. And almost instantly, yet again, Spider-Man has to share the spotlight with another character who will most likely outshine him in his own movie. This trailer is very much playing into the idea that Spider-Man has to do things that make Peter Parker's life. Again, not exactly reinventing the wheel here. We've seen this type of thing play out in other Spider-Man stories many times before. But it is something that is kind of essential to the character, at least from my perspective. So in that aspect, I am glad that they included it. And then we see Peter struggling with his powers to a degree because they are changing or evolving in some way. Not unlike a similar plotline we saw in Spider-Man 2, the only difference is this time around, it looks to be a more natural mutation. It does in fact appear to give him organic web shooters, which are, in my opinion, the best kind of web shooter.
Whoa! That came out of you.
Yeah. And I also kind of got vibes that they could potentially be doing a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde Man-Spider type turn in this movie.
They were gonna make,
which in fairness is probably the most intriguing thing about
Spider-Man 2.
I would not be opposed
but they
to seeing
changed
Peter Parker lose himself completely and becoming a full-blown monster against his will. In fact, why not just make him the full-blown villain of the story by the end of it and just embrace the whole idea that he is not the hero in his own movie? We also have a Bruce Banner sighting who is apparently filling in for Kurt Connors this time around. It seems like he is trying to help Peter get to the bottom of his new mutation or scientific problem. How the character of the Hulk continues to be underutilized in Marvel movies definitely needs to be studied one day, but maybe they are making efforts to undo all of the wrongs that they did with the character in Endgame in this film. At least one can hope. We also get a look at a mysterious character in a hood, and right after that, we get the most visually uninteresting version of Scorpion possible that I've ever seen. It's kind of wild that it took this long to get Scorpion in live action to begin with, and when we finally do get him, he looks almost unrecognizable. Did we really need another modern military tech reinterpretation of a comic book character? Apparently, Marvel thinks that we did. This Spider-Man is going through a rebirth of sorts, according to a voiceover from the legendary Keith David. And that may be true of the character in the movie and his powers and everything that comes along with that. This movie clearly wants to re-establish him as the hero that he always should have been, because I believe that Marvel heard a lot of the criticisms that have been thrown at this character over the past few years. The only thing is that I'm not entirely convinced, based on what I saw in this trailer, that they are going to be able to do that.
Not impressed.
This movie does look like more of the same to me when you compare it to other MCU movies. It looks overstuffed with characters, and it very much feels like one of those movies that wants to be a reinvention, but everyone involved with making it is nowhere near talented enough to make that reinvention satisfying. And you know what? I am actually hoping that I'm wrong about that. Spider-Man is one of my all-time favorite characters, so obviously I want what's best for him. But when I've seen 10 years of this character in the MCU with minimal, meaningful development that sets this version apart from the other versions of the character, I think I have a good reason to be skeptical about Brand New Day's promise of being a new beginning for the character of Spider-Man.
Y'all be cool. Shut up.
Yeah. Oh. I gotta play this because I did a little short. Where is it? I did a little short about Graham Nolan. Graham Nolan, the co-creator of Bane, basically trashing Super Midman 25 dog shit. Let me see. And saying what all real DC fans know, that James Gunn's Superman is a beta bitch. Robert Pattison Batman is a beta bitch. And we're tired of having these supposedly directors and creators soyification. I call it a soyification of Superman and Batman. Graham Nolan, the co-creator of Bane, he basically said what the real DC fans know, that Superman 2025 was dog shit. It's a mess. And nobody really gave a fuck about it. The only people that gave a fuck about it is the posers and the fake cosplayers like Snarky Cunt J or whatever those stupid ass Seattle cosplay, some dumb bitch named Exo Starlight who's not a real DC fan. She's a dumb cunt. Let me see. Where is it? These emo TikTok soy bitch betas care about that garbage. Let me see. Let me play that. Where is it? I'll play that. Where is it? I love all the fake DC fans that say Super Mid 2025 was good when it was trash. The fake performative emo TikTok fags that call themselves DC fans. You're not. This is a comic book, a DC comic writer, Graham Nolan, the creator of Bane. It says Bane creator Graham Nolan on James Gunn's Superman movie. Superman has one historic outburst after another and wonders why he's mistrusted. Way too beta. Exactly. He's a bitch. Anyone who said that Superman's not a bitch is retarded. Bane creator Graham Nolan on James Gunn's Superman movie. Superman has one historic outburst after another and wonders why he's mistrusted. Way too beta. His parents are from Kansas and sound and act like they were inbred in Kentucky. It's a narrative mess as scenes jump confusingly. Too many characters with no intro to who they are. I know Steve Lombard's background, but a normie doesn't. Perry White smokes a cigar with no smoke or ash. Calling fight plays during a fight, that's idiotic. We never see Metamorpho do anything to break up a war at the end, yet there he is all of a sudden. I have one unbreakable rule when it comes to movies and entertainment. Make me care. I'll buy all kinds of bullshit you are selling if I care about the characters and stakes. For Superman, I didn't care. Exactly. For all the gun betas or the so-called real DC fans, you stupid motherfuckers. This is someone who's been writing the DC comics for years, you fucking retards. And I'm a DC fan since a lot of these stupid emo TikTok retards, Blue Gay Angel, Matt Zooms around, before all these retards that suck Beta Pattison and David Cornball Sweat's dick were even born. And that was not Superman. That was Beta Bitch Man. Like I said, it was Superboy. And Pattison was not Batman. And this trash is not Superman. Again, Graham Nolan, creator of Bane. Superman, that Superman was way too beta bitch. Fuck you, Exo Starlight or Loix cunt, you performative cunts lying and say you're Superman fans when your dumb bitches are like 15 years old on TikTok. Shut up. You don't know Superman. You don't know shit. You're just talking out of your ass and you like that they made a beta bitch Superman. That's not the real Superman. And Pattison ain't the real Batman. DC out. I love all the fake DC. And that's Graham Nolan, the co-creator of Bane, saying James Gunn's Superman is way too much of a beta bitch. He is. Robert Pattison, Batman, is a beta bitch. That's not Batman either. That's complete utter dog shit. Is the pussification and the wussification of all the heroes that we love. And that shit, all that shit needs to be canned. The Ellison need to come. Oh, I'll say it again. September 30th, 2026 is going to be a day we're all going to remember, because September 30th, 2026 is when the deal finalizes on the dotted line of Paramount taking over WB. September 30th, 2026 of this year. It's a done deal, and Paramount owns it. And that's, you're going to start seeing the mass firings on September 30th. You're going to be seeing that shit. Let me see something up. And then I want to see all these gun beta bitches crying about how these delusional motherfuckers actually think. I think they actually think Guns DCU is gonna be here for a decade. Get the fuck. That shit is not even gonna last. It's already over. It's over before it's begun. It's not even gonna last 10 years. Not literally fucking 5 years. Get the fuck out of here. And DCEU at least lasted fucking 17 movies a decade. This shit ain't even lasting that long. It's over before it's begun and shit. Let me see something out. Where's the theater thing? See some shit. Oh yeah, like I said, even the guntards are starting to eat each other. Even that moron Jordan, whatever, who's a guntard, even he's going after other gun fans now because of how stupid gun fans are. They're retarded.
James Gunn and DCU shills are becoming so fucking annoying in recent times, bro. Like, the tweet I'm about to read out is actually pissing me off so much that I had to make a video on. So this is a tweet responding to people complaining about the Lancer trailer, saying that there should be more CGI with constructs, have it be, in space, be the core of a Green Lantern story. And they say, last time they did that, they had to retire the IP for decades, not to mention the bad press for years by Ryan Reynolds. This is a reintroduction of the buried IP for general audiences, in my opinion, the best possible way. And they're showing the Green Lantern run its middle score for 2011. This is the worst fucking take of all time. This is such a bad fucking take. Like, I actually cannot believe I read that. If you genuinely believe that the core of the issues behind the Green Lantern film for why it was bad was because space was involved in the plot and it had CGI, you are a dumb person. You are not a smart individual. Like, I actually cannot believe people genuinely think that's why this movie was bad. No, the writing, no, that's not. It's because space was involved in the plot. You know the Green Lantern Corps, where their home areas on a fucking planet? Yeah, like what are we talking about? This is low-key something that's been pissing me off with DCU shills and James Gunn shills and stuff like that. Because I normally talk shit about like Snyder fans because they're really fucking annoying. We all know this, but I think the gun fans are starting to get to a point of like being almost as annoying because they literally cannot criticize anything. They have to be 100% like, oh, this is the best thing ever. This is the greatest thing ever. No matter what, and it's so annoying. What if we take the logic of that tweet and apply it to Spider-Man? Like, let's say after TASM 2, when Spider-Man showed up next in a reboot, they were like, well, people weren't a fan of TASM 2. It must be because of all the color, all the equipment, everything like that. So let's make the suit exactly this. This is his main costume. Let's make it make no jokes whatsoever. Make it serious and grounded to the point where, you know what? Let's not even show the spider powers in the trailer. Let's make this real great. Like, and then you would defend it being like, well, people didn't like TASM 2, so they kind of had to do that. Like, that's a stupid fucking thing. And again, bro, like,
it's a stupid fucking thing. But majority of gun fans are stupid fucking people. Oh yeah. Zancro said fear and loathing in Guns DCU. Yeah, pretty much. It's hilarious. Fear and loathing in Gun shitty ass DCU. That's about right. Let me see. Where is this? They're all gonna eat each other. That's what it's. Oh. I gotta play that thing that D.A. Anderson said about the phone call. David Ellison's gonna give Peter Safran tell James Gunn he's fired. James Gunn is a hoe and he's gotta go.
This is my Rolodex yet. Hi, it's Peter Safran. Pete, it's Dave Ellison. Oh, hello there, Mr. Ellison. How are you? Question. Yeah. Where the hell was James? Where was James? Where was James? James who? James Gunn, dumbass. Who do you think? Yeah, of course, yes. Of course, James Gunn. Well, as far as I know, he's making a movie right now. Making a movie? Yeah, Man of Tomorrow. So he skipped the meeting for another shitty DCU movie? Yeah, I guess. I'm sorry. I'll relay the message. No, Pete, I will. James Gunn's a hoe and he's got to go. All right. But my job's still safe, right? For now. Okay.
The James Gunn's a hoe and he's got to go. Zan Cross 27 said Gunn takes drugs to write scripts and it's all mid at best. Exactly. It's so obvious. And the Pissmaker, he was just writing about his life. Pissmaker taking taking drugs with half naked men and women together. Like he takes fucking Xanax and Coke and mix it up. Exactly. Oh, he takes drugs to make this movie. That's the only way it's possible for him to churn that shit out. He takes drugs to make all that shit, and it ends up being mid to garbage at best. Exactly. Let's see. Where is it? Oh. Let me see that. Come on. Where's this? See if I find this shit. It said Robert Storm's fat soy boy whines. No one is watching his chest. Oh, that's hilarious. Let me see it. Oh, fuck. Spider-Man trailer reaction. Let's see. Oh yeah, I gotta play this. Let me see. Come on. Hurry up.
When your severe asthma says you can't.
Oh yeah, let me see.
Where you can give it
Oh yeah, let me see this.
First drink. Hey you guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about lanterns again because, controversy. And it's kind of funny because I've been seeing people trying to put this blame on Zack Snyder. You can't put the blame on Zack Snyder. This is the one thing, where we're not about to sit up here and let you throw Zack Snyder on the bus. This ain't got nothing to do with Zack Snyder. This got everything to do with Green Lantern fans and the mistreatment that WB has been placing on Green Lantern since the 2011 Ryan Reynolds movie that a lot of you bitches complained about, which was the first ever attempt to put Green Lantern live action solo. His first ever, and you bitches couldn't even let that happen. Okay, so I don't want to hear nobody trying to put this. It's Zack Snyder's fans. No, these are Green Lantern fans because Green Lantern haven't got anything since 2011 Ryan Reynolds. And then when Zack Snyder did try to do Green Lantern movies, he was vetoed by Warner Brothers themselves. He was supposed to have Green Lantern in the first original Justice League movie. They vetoed him, saying that you can't have him. So then he tried to put him at the end of the movie to introduce them. They said, hell no, you can't do that. So that's why he was replaced at the end of the movie with Martian Manhunter. But the original
and FYI, there's an interview where Zack Snyder says he was going to bring Ryan Reynolds in the Snyder Cut. Not only was it that guy, I forgot the actor's name that he cast as Jon Stewart, Wayne T. Carr. It was going to be Ryan Reynolds as Hal Jordan. It was going to be Wayne T. Carr as Jon Stewart and Kilowog. It was going to be all three of them. Ryan Reynolds, Wayne T. Carr, and Kilowog in the Snyder Cut. Let me see something. Let me see if because of the video of him talking about that he was actually going to bring Ryan Reynolds in the Snyder Cut. Let me see. Come on. Let me see. Yeah, Zancross 27 said Woke Brothers gave us lanterns, a show made by posers and hacks who copied True Detective. Exactly. If I want to watch True Detective, I'll fucking watch True Detective. I don't watch Green Lanterns to see True fucking Detective. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, it says Zack Snyder talks about his dream for a Ryan Reynolds camp. Yeah, he was gonna put Ryan Reynolds. Let me see. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds was supposed to be in the Snyder Cut. Yeah, this is it. He talks about Ryan Reynolds. Wait, let me see. Come on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right here. Yep. Well, I'll play this. He talks about Ryan Reynolds.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
What was it like, seeing these guys back in costume for those 3 or 4 days of shooting you did? I know the costumes were kind of falling apart at one point, maybe,
yes.
Because they're kind of old.
The costumes were definitely falling apart. We held them together with some duct tape and some baling wire, and we muscled through. But it was fun. It was like it never stopped. It was easy.
And the new scene you shot, had that been in the back of your mind for a couple of years? When did you kind of write that?
I wrote it here at the house just during the pandemic, mostly. It was based on a bunch of ideas that I had. I'd been planting a bunch of Easter eggs in the other movies that I thought it was time to kind of harvest into this scene.
You can't bring down the charging bull and don't wave the red cape at it.
Ben is returning for The Flash. It was kind of hard for him to decide to come back for that. What about for this new scene that you shot for Justice League? Was he an instant yes, or did you kind of have to talk about, here's my vision for what we're going to do?
No, he's been incredibly supportive from the beginning. He was traveling around a little bit, so it was hard to get him. But beyond that, he's been really great.
A few weeks ago, people were convinced Ryan Reynolds will be in this as Green Lantern. Did you ever, in your wildest dreams, think, let's get Ryan in a green screen and do a little cameo?
There was another idea I had for the Green Lantern that wasn't Ryan, and so I thought that if we had gone down this path of Green Lantern, I would have had to have Ryan as the additional Lantern.
Got it. So it could have been, maybe he would have been there as well as other Lanterns, perhaps.
As well as another Lantern that would have been, but that's another story.
Okay.
Yes, I told you. Zack Snyder said it was going to be Ryan Reynolds and Wayne T. Carr as John Stewart, and they were saying that, I forgot where I read it as a concept. It was actually going to be 3 of them. It was going to be Ryan Reynolds as Hal Jordan, Wayne T. Carr as John Stewart, and Kilowog. All 3 of them were going to show up to meet Ben Affleck. It wasn't just going to be Martian Manhunter. Let me see. I'll play that part again.
We had gone down this path of Green Lantern, I would have had to have Ryan as the additional Lantern.
Got it. So it could have been, maybe he would have been there as well as other Lanterns, perhaps.
As well as another Lantern that would have been, but that's another.
Yeah, let's play that again, man. We could have had Ryan Reynolds back in the freaking Snyder cut, damn it.
Maybe he would have been there. It's
Let me see.
hard for him to decide to come back for that.
He's been really
Let me see.
great.
A few weeks ago, people were convinced Ryan Reynolds will be in this as Green Lantern. Did you ever, in your wildest dreams, think, let's get Ryan in a green screen and do a little cameo?
There was another idea I had for the Green Lantern that wasn't Ryan, and so I thought that if we had gone down this path of Green Lantern, I would have had to have Ryan as the additional Lantern.
Got it. So it could have been, maybe he would have been there as well as other Lanterns, perhaps.
As well as another Lantern that would have been, but that's another story.
Okay.
We live in a society.
Oh, it's exact. Green Lantern, Zach Cross 27 said Green Lantern suits are better than the new ones for the midterms. Exact, the midterms. Leto was rock.
Where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right? Batman.
The trailer with Jared Leto blew people away, and I was curious, we live in a society with a line in particular that people like to see. Was that your idea? Was that Jared?
Yeah, we went back and forth with it, and I'll give Jared credit for that little ad lib there, because it was really, really beautiful.
Even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
I think that Cyborg and his father are the heart of this movie.
Yeah, Ray from the beginning was always going to be the sort of emotional linchpin of the film, and I thought having this character be the center of the movie really made sense for me, and he and Ray as an actor is amazing, and I just wanted to showcase Cyborg because I think Cyborg is an important character. I've never seen the theatrical version of the movie, but when I was told that his part was greatly diminished, it was upsetting. I'll be honest. And I think, but I am glad that people are going to be able to see like really what the fuss was about and the why of his character in the movie.
You said the age of heroes would never come again.
It will. It has to.
We need Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill back, man. Let me see. Somebody said the Sony hack killed Amazing Spider-Man 3 and Drew Goddard's Sinister Six movie. Drew Goddard just opened up about why his oh shit, this is new news. I don't know if Bradley, you up, or Captain Escalito, you still up? Ray, it said the Sony hack killed Amazing Spider-Man 3 and Drew Goddard's Sinister Six movie. Drew Goddard just opened up about why his Sinister Six movie from Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man era never happened. I had a big Spider-Man movie about the Sinister Six go down because of the Sony hack. My office was right on the lot, and I saw the FBI swarm in and helicopters fly over the studio. What the fuck? I was sad about it, but there was literally nothing I could do. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 teased the lineup of Kraven, Doc Ock, Vulture, Rhino, Mysterio. The film would have involved the Savage Land. Savage Land from X-Men? What the fuck? That's what there was. Oh, shit. There was a rumor talking about that there was going to be a scene, I kid you not, of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man riding a dinosaur. I'm like, what the fuck? That was in the hat. That would have been insane. Yeah, it said the film would have involved the Savage Land jungle with dinosaurs. Yeah, it says Spider-Man No Way Home did a Sinister 5 version with villains from the previous previous universes. After 12 years, we finally know it wasn't creative failure. It was a 2014. But yeah, because I remember reading about that. The Spider-Man movie, Amazing Spider-Man 3, would have had like Andrew Garfield riding a freaking dinosaurs. It said Zancross 27 said we need a Sinister Six movie. Instead, we got Holland Man trap. Exactly. Let me see. Yeah, see? Oh, man, even people are saying about Graham Nolan. Stuntman Mike, everybody's trashing. Yup. It said about Gunn Superman. Yes, literally the worst Superman I've ever seen. James Gunn Superman. Let me see. Yeah, the thing about the Bane creator Graham Nolan trashing Super Soy Beta Man. Exactly. Graham Nolan trashing Super Soy Beta Man. Again, I'll read that. It says Bane creator Graham Nolan on James Gunn's Superman movie. Superman has one historic outburst after another and wonders why he's mistrusted. Way too beta, bitch. This Graham Nolan, Bane creator. Way too beta. His parents are from Kansas and sound and act like they were inbred in Kentucky. It's a narrative mess as scenes jump confusingly. Too many characters with no intro to who they are. I know Steve Lombard's background, but a normie doesn't. Perry White smokes a cigar with no smoke or ash. Calling fight plays during a fight? That's idiotic. We never see Metamorpho do anything to break up the war at the end. Yet there he is all of a sudden. like I said, I have one unbreakable rule when it comes to movies and entertainment. Make me care. I'll buy all kinds of bullshit you are selling if I care about the characters and stakes. For Superman, I didn't care. Like, I don't care. Tommy Lee Jones, I don't care. Yup, said, yeah, that film was fucking dumb and nonsensical. Exactly. It said, no lies detected. Exactly. No lies detected. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. Yes. So it's some of Jason's paint doctor said, I can't quantify it, but the movie was simply unimpressive and unmemorable. Exactly what Robert Pattison Batman Beta Bitch Man. Both Gunman and Pattison Batman are unimpressive and unmemorable garbage. So I can't quantify it, but the movie was simply unimpressive and unmemorable for me. Henry Cavill is still Superman to me. Brandon Routh is far more Superman to me than the new guy. The fact that I can't remember the new guy's name says a lot. Forgettable, exactly. Listen, no 100 said, yeah, the calling of fight plays was super. Why would you think that will work? That's stupid. How are you calling fight plays to somebody who can move faster than the speed of light? How are you able to keep up with that? That's fucking idiotic. Let me see. And somebody said, if the guy who created Bane is telling you your Superman doesn't work, that's not a toxic fan problem. That's a storytelling problem. Exactly. If the guy who created Bane is telling you your Superman doesn't work, that's not a toxic fan problem. That's a storytelling problem. Exactly. Oh, man. Let me see. Oh yeah, Zancross 27 said David Cornball Sweat's career is going nowhere thanks to Gun. Exactly. Yeah, Zion Soup says DC creators start standing against James Gunn's fantasy DCU shitty movies. I don't give a fuck what the Gun Gooners yap about. I listen to the pros. If they're against Gunn, he should step aside. And let Snyder or someone capable take over. Paramount Picks should step up. Exactly. Let's see. Yep, it said Rob Fuller said Graham Nolan is spot on. Gunn's Superman made me angry, and I felt disgusted that we went from the GOAT Christopher Reeve original motion picture to this. Gunn's Abomination doesn't lay a glove on the originals, all fucking four of them. Henry Cavill and Christopher Reeve are all superior than this trash. Yeah, somebody said, if there's any one thing, yes, Lex calling out every single command was dumb. This is very much just Lex doing an Amanda Waller so you can have as much screen time him as Soups. Let me see. But with lots of yammering on one of Gunn's favorite things. It said, man, everything. Yes, Lex calling out every single command was dumb. Let me see. Yeah, it's kind of true. I agree. The way he made the Kents sound like fucking Kentucky yokels. I'm like, what the fuck? They don't even have a lot of Kansas. I've been to Kansas. I've been to a Kansas City Royal game, and the people I met from Kansas weren't talking all like, "Gee whiz, Bob, how you doing?" They're like, "What the fuck?" They don't talk. It's like such a fucking yokel stereotype. Robert Dodres said, "As someone born in Kansas, I do have to agree with him on the Kents. People from Kansas generally don't have Southern accents, but rather more of a neutral news anchor sound. Hollywood usually gets this wrong, though." Exactly. Only official said, yeah, said he isn't wrong. I felt absolutely nothing, nor did I care for anyone in this entire movie. Lex was such a disappointment, it was laughable. Superman was such a soft, corny character. I couldn't gravitate to him at all. None of the supporting characters are even memorable to me, to say the least. I remember them as much as a line from one of the Superman's robots, the engineer, and retard Superman were terrible. But in James Gunn defense, he's never created a single villain I gravitated to or even liked. Zancross 27 said, I was expecting David Cornball Sweat Superman, sounding like Yosemite Sam at a point. Exactly, like that's weird that his parents sound like both like two fucking yokels, but then he didn't get any accent. That seems a little bullshit to me. If you want to talk about realism bullshit. You ever said John D said, I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought he portrayed the Kents as slow-witted hillbillies. Exactly. Never said it was completely idiotic. Lex Luthor, A1, B5, D10, etc. The most dumbass idea ever. It completely the most dumbass idea ever. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, some said absolutely. The Mustachio James said, absolutely. Superman is a character that had to learn how to shake hands without maiming people. Self-control and care are built in. An emotional Superman full of teen angst and arrested development is a threat to the whole planet. The movie was just a haphazard mess. Exact. It said one telling aspect of the movie which irks me. There is literally no institution of any ethical value in the entire movie. Superman's alien heritage is portrayed as corrupt. And this is the shit that the morons say, most accurate Superman ever. Yeah, the Lara and Jor-El being corrupt are the most accurate ever, you stupid fucking guntard retards. No, you're morons. It says Superman's alien heritage is portrayed as corrupt. His earthly parents are dullard rubes. The Justice Gang is exactly how it's built, and police don't exist. It said, oh yes, why would? Yeah, why it said yeah, yeah. No, I said yeah. Calling the fight plays was super. Why would you think that would work? Yeah, exactly. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Exactly. RG Sergeant Sentinel said, yeah, he's right. Saw it, and it was a goddamn mess. Nowhere near as good as everyone was making it out to be. Exactly. It was utter garbage. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. My gosh, these like the gun gooners are are just all kinds of pathetic. Let me see something. Let me check something out. Oh. What the fuck is it? Just let me see. Oh, that. No, who? Oh, thanks. No, who said appreciate the late live? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I figured I'd do a little late live. Let's see. Let me just check. Let me see if there's another video. Let me see this. I was planning on doing one tomorrow, but like nah, I was like, fuck it, I gotta talk about this, man. Cause this is horrendous. Like I said, you're gonna see the fucking shows at work trying to show like they always do for this garbage. What the fuck is this again? Oh my gosh. Project Hail Shitface. Like the same for the gun gooner for the Pattison betas. Yeah, let me play this. And the same morons trying to show for Green Lantern.
It's that $40. Doritos, Snickers.
Yeah, the costume is hanging up, and there's barely no green at all. Hal Jordan was flying without any green aura around him or whatever. You have the Green Lantern social media page trying to make jokes and shit like that. And they're like, see, look, there's green here. Bitch, don't get slapped. don't get the fuck the slap. Don't get slapped at all. Or the fact that y'all are trying to defend it. No, this was stupid. And we already know it was based on Volume 3 of Green Lanterns, which was in the 1990s run that had that stupid writer that a lot of y'all don't want to talk about because of his you-know-what stuff, right? So, Gerard Jones. Gerard Jones is known for, working for DC, mainly for Green Lanterns and Justice League, right? And he did the volume 3 of Green Lanterns and stuff like that, which it makes sense why James Gunn would go with that person or whatever, because he's secretly into that shit too. But
Tom King garbage.
Talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that. Because he wrote Green Lantern Volume 3, issue 1 through 47. From DC Comic Books 1990 to 1993. He also did the Green Lantern Emerald Dawn from issue number 2 to 6, which was 1989 to 1990. Green Lantern Emerald Dawn 2, issue 1 to 6. And he also did Green Lantern Mosaic, issue 1 through 18. Guy Gardner Reborn, issue 1 through 3. Guy Gardner, issue 1 through 10. And the thing about it is, the Green Lantern, a lot of the Green Lantern stuff happened with him. A lot of the character development for Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, and John Stewart happened with Gerard Jones. So I get it. He's a hot topic, but it's kind of crazy. Like out of all the things where Daniel Lindelof and James Gunn decided this would be the appropriate person. I mean, the volume of Green Lantern to start around, right? The hot one. At that point, I'd rather you have went to the Kyle Rayner run or the Green Lantern Rebirth runs, right? Because you could have easily told a better stories than with those. Because let's be honest again, Gerard Jones is a little bit of a hot take or whatever, and Grant Morrison is kind of right for calling it out, right? So, let's see. Grant Morrison basically he said he responds to his Substacks in this post. He said Morrison the idea to name the Green Lanterns would be silly, and stated that mentally that led the naming of the series to Lanterns, and it's the same thing that is killing Hollywood. He said TV writer and producer Daniel Lindelof comments not without standing. The Green and Green Lanterns is not stupid. Why does a writer attach himself to this kind of narrative if he thinks that it's fundamentally stupid? You don't hand CSI scripts to varnish writers who condemn forensic expert and their haircut as stupid. So why hire people who are ashamed and in denial of comic book material they've been assigned to development? Why not turn those jobs down if they're not suited for? Which is right. He's correct. They will give a person who don't like comic books, who hate the material, hate the fans, hate the fandom, and they will continually give them the ability to be the producers, the writers, the directors, the showrunners of these shows. And then when you call it out, they're like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You need to shut the hell up. You're just a fanboy. You don't know nothing. But it's just like, I do. That's why I'm calling the bullshit out. That's why a lot of us was calling the bullshit out with Daniel Lindelof, because it wasn't funny, especially after that lackluster-ass trailer. And everybody was like, here's a teaser trailer. Fuck that bullshit. If a teaser trailer is fucking 3 minutes, at this point, that's a fucking trailer. You dumb bitches. Okay? We saw enough to know that this shit is trash. I don't need a grounded Green Lantern story. I really don't. And even if somebody want to be like, well, based on the Gerard Jones, okay, but in Volume 1, Green Lantern still had his Green Lantern powers. Him and John and Guy Gardner still had their Green Lantern powers. So even if you wanted to do that bullshit, you would still need to show off his Green Lantern powers. He was wearing a suit. He was wearing the Green Lantern suit. In this one, nowhere. Why would Hal Jordan, John Stewart, and Guy Gardner fly to a town in Central America when they could just easily fly? You get what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Even if they were investigating something, it seems so simple.
Oh yeah, no. So do you work in the industry at your 9 to 5? Well, it's starting to get some new info because Nohan, I saw a movie. I even shout out to said Nohan said don't get slapped. Zen Cross 27 said anyone who wants to work for comic book movies needs to be tested before getting hired. Exactly. I'm starting to get. I saw a movie that doesn't even come out yet. And I haven't reviewed it because it doesn't even come out till like fucking next year. I saw a movie that doesn't come out to fucking this coming Thanksgiving. And I wasn't supposed to do this, but just as proof, I recorded shit. You weren't supposed to record shit, but I don't give a fuck. I recorded it as proof because the movie doesn't come out to fucking November of Thanksgiving. And it's a movie called Madden with Nicolas Cage and Christian Bale. Oh God, I don't know what to think about. Like, maybe I'll do a review, but it's like, oh my gosh, man, it's the most. I don't know, man, because Christian Bale's in the makeup. He's coming off like Al Pacino from A Scent of a Woman in the movie. I know how you said Super Connect. It's funny because I don't know what it's trying to be, but the movie came off as comical to me. Because you got a scene where Christian Bale, as I forgot the character's name he's playing, is with Nicolas Cage, his manager, whatever. There's a scene where Christian Bale, where literally he starts playing rap music. Christian Bale, he starts playing rap music to Nicolas Cage as Madden, and he was like, I'm sorry, Christian Bale's accent is terrible in this shit. Christian Bale is telling Nicolas Cage, he's like, you want to hear this music? You know what this music is? John, this is NWA. You know what NWA means? Niggas with attitudes. He's saying this to Nicolas Cage, and then he puts on Christian Bale. He puts on the radio, and it's like, fuck the police, and then the Nicolas Cage is John Madden. He's like, I don't like fuck the police. I don't like. I'm like, this seemed like it seemed like a 2-hour SNL skit. Like, I don't like that kind of music. Fuck the police. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching? This is like a 2-hour SNL skit with Christian Bale and Nicolas Cage as John Madden and shit like that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But I'll give my full review on it before, because like I said, the movie doesn't come out till freaking November, when my next birthday. Jeez. But I don't know if that's a good thing. It comes off kind of comical. But I don't know if they were trying to put it as comical, but it seems like they're doing a 2-hour SNL skit in this movie. Let me see. I don't care. I'll show like a little snippet clip, because you're not supposed to record shit, but fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Let me see. Come on. I'll just show a little snippet clip it. Hurry up. Damn, now I can't find that shit. I saved that shit. You're not supposed to record it, but I'm like, nah, motherfuckers. I'm having proof that I saw this movie, and the movie doesn't even come out till next November and shit like that. Come on. Where is it? Come on. Yeah, what the hell, man? What the fuck? Did I go? Wait, what the fuck did I go? Oh, let me see something. Okay, let me see. Oh, is Will? No, but you know what's funny? You said it's Will Ferrell in it. No, but it seems like the movie seems like it feels like a Step Brothers movie. I forgot who directed it. I don't know if it was the same guy that directed Step Brothers. Look, I'll show you a clip right here. I've seen this movie. This movie don't come out till November. But like, I'll show you a clip right here. Look at this shit.
John can teach anybody. My blood sugar is plummeting and bananas. Let's eat. On the cover of the game is John Madden, a broadcaster.
How do you even know the game has a cover?
I taught school. All games have covers.
On the cover of the Electronic Arts game Madden, John is a coach.
John is a coach.
It is all bullshit anyway. You got a fucking red team. You got a blue team, all right? You got nothing without the league. You got to get real teams, real uniforms, real players. Without that, nothing's real. I'm going to get the respect of the league because John is going to give me his playbook. Fuck, you want my playbook? No fucking way, kid. That is our playbook. You can't talk with the league because you're not in it anymore. Yeah, you're in the way, gal. But you're a loser. What the fuck did you just say? You have not won since the dismantling of the team that we built together. At least I'm still living my dream of playing football. What are you doing? Nothing. You're nothing. You're a friendly old man with the fucking athlete's foot commercial. That ain't just his playbook. That's his, mine, Tom Flores, and all of the Raiders. It's all of our playbook. No fucking way, you pixel man. You know I'm a Raider too. Yeah, we're Raiders. You ain't fucking touching it. Is that what I think it is? I recognize that.
Oh man. Let me see. This part two is ridiculous.
You see, and I gotta accept that, but let me tell you, John, there is only one of you. Fuck, there's only one of you. Only one of you, and you make people feel good, alive, good to be American, and I'm not standing in the way of that.
Today is a great day because we're number one.
Catherine Hahn is.
We are the number one game in the world.
It seems like that type of. It seems like Step Brothers type of movie and shit like that. And with where did I forgot if I deleted. Yeah, but it I don't know if it was because the movie came off for like 2 hours of comedy Step Brothers. I don't know if that was the intention, but the shit came off like a Step Brothers type of movie. It's and it's coming out Thanksgiving. That shit's not coming out till Thanksgiving and shit. Let me see. Oh, let me play that the rest of that. Shut up.
In this work, nowhere. Why would Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, and Guy Gardner fly to a town in Central America when they could just easily fly? You get what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. Even if they were investigating something. You get what I mean? It's dumb. It is dumb. And we need to stop the bullshit. For real. Like, I'm tired of everybody wanting us to have excuses, make excuses for them. No, it's dumb. And he continued to state that it's not like he needs the money, and Lindelof has proven that he can come up with his own idea. What is this jockish dismissal of superhero convention intends to prove anyway? Does Lindelof imagine it makes him less nerdy? It's a bit too late for that. So what is all about? The only people who give a fuck about Lantern's TV series are the Green Lantern fans. Why alienate them from the start? This feels like it's stupid. Green Lanterns is much more evocant and dramatic title than Lanterns. Just as Raise the Red Lanterns is a better movie title than Raise the Lanterns. You know what I'm saying? And anyone who can't grasp that shouldn't be anywhere near superhero stories. The show might even be good, but how much better could it have been if the studio was willing to hire the right people for the job instead of phoning their embarrassing friends to water down source material? Hollywood would die of an insultery and inbreeding. The intensity statements against Damon Lindelof has left fans split, with some supporting the new Lanterns and others championing the iconic nature of Green Lantern. Those with tests of mentality, though, will be whether the series will sink or swim, proving the executives what path the DC4 was going with, which is already failing. It's already failing. Again, y'all already had it. Okay, here's all the shit that James Gunn has done for DC that has flopped. He has done the second Suicide Squad movie. A lot of y'all can kiss my ass.
That shit
movie was terrible. Trash.
Yep.
It was horrible. That movie failed at the box office. No, we're not even talking about COVID, because they also put it out where you can get it on Blu-ray and DVD and streaming, and it didn't even do well on any of those platforms.
Yep.
And y'all did it by the merchandise. So, fail, right? Okay, then you give him Peacemaker, the first season. It might have a viral moment, but it still didn't do much for HBO Max streaming. It wasn't a top streamer at all. It didn't sell Blu-rays when they were still selling Blu-rays. It wasn't selling at all. It didn't push any merchandise at all. So again, that's the second failure. All right. Third failure, Creature Commandos. Who asked for that? I'll wait.
Nobody.
I'll wait.
Nobody asked for that garbage.
Oh, okay, great. Because nobody. That failed. With his little nasty little sex perversion bullshit in there, that was just gross too. Necrophilia, like that's nasty as hell to bring a person back from life and then fuck them. Like, and especially the person that you're fucking is supposed to be your daughter. So
yeah, what the fuck?
Gross. But nobody wants to talk about that, right? Nobody wants to talk about that, or the little 18-year-old. I think she was 18 or 17 in the series. Fucking the damn near 62-year-old Rick Flag Sr. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That failed. Superman failed. It failed so bad that 6 months later they were trying to say, oh, look at how it did in the box office. No, that's not how box office work, baby. It's not even in theaters for y'all to even add $100 million extra to that shit. Then now with Ted Sarantos, we found out it didn't really make the money. So now the box office is actually decreased from it instead of trying to increase it. That means the movie failed. It failed. It fundamentally failed. Which I already knew, because you're not about to spend $500 million and you tell me it only made $600 million back. Yeah, right. And on top of that, when it took it 2 weeks before it premiered, they had invited people over to watch it early or something like that. Y'all don't realize that's money funneling right there? They did the same thing with Captain Marvel, where they put tickets and things and then gave it to people or whatever, which means somebody had to buy that in order for it to go to the tickets itself. But y'all ain't ready for that conversation. That failed. Okay, Peacemaker season 2, episode 1, Orgy, immediate turn off, and then the fact that some of y'all degenerate motherfuckers try to justify that shit. Absolutely not. DC has done some shit, but DC ain't never done this bullshit like this. And usually when they do that kind of stuff, it's massive controversy, and even the comic book fans don't like it. So if the comic book fans don't like it, the fact that y'all thought that the TV audience would like this bullshit is crazy work. The Waller show got canceled.
Yep. That was
Supergirl is already looking to flop at the box office, and you got this Lantern show that the audience didn't like. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. That is so much failure. It doesn't even make any sense. Y'all continue to do this, like Grant Morrison said. Y'all continue to inbreed failures after failures. Bitches who don't like this material, bitches who don't know shit, while getting rid of people who actually care about the material, who cares about the source material, who actually were able to give y'all money. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen it. I don't give a damn if half of y'all don't like Zack Snyder. If that money is there, that money is there. You can kiss all my ass. You kiss all my ass when I'm seeing $825 million worldwide, when I'm seeing almost $700 million worldwide, when I'm seeing almost $800 million worldwide for a few of my movies, and then when I hit $1.3 billion for another movie, and you mean tell me that we're going to get rid of the person that helped usher in that because there were some bitches online who don't really know anything about DC, and some writers and workers inbreeding over there who don't understand superheroes? Oh, okay. Sure, Dan, sure. That this is what you chose. But hey, it is what it is. I just think it's funny. I think it's funny. Green Lanterns can't catch a fucking break. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.
Exactly. Fuck this gun. DCU is trash. Want Henry Cavill back. Shout out to No Horn, Captain Esquilito, Zan Cross, Bradley. Shout out to Bradley, Ray, Metalhead Mike and Anthony. True DC for life, bros. You guys rock. Fuck the haters. Keep it real. Pattison and Gunn, worst Batman Superman ever. Fuck the haters. DC for life, bros. You guys are awesome.